feet, but a little bit of a zone pull there, but no, force to kind of rotate back across now. So you get one, and you get take
known as
to go qualify, so myself out this weekend.
Game for them, but I'm riding with X set this week. I want to see clicks pop off Yamzo and Higgs. I mean, the momentum is there, and clearly I want them to show up to globals, right? We already know 2 big spots, big teams have taken some spots, but let's see it. Game number 1 is here.
The X-Set boys getting a lot of love from Monster D-Face on this side, and honestly, I cannot go wrong with that one, but I'm gonna go with Vivid on this one. I want 12 exciting good games of Fortnite. I want 1 point to really make the difference between 1st through 5th place all the way down that leaderboard. That's just my wish for the weekend.
And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We all know, hey, look, you can come in with the strategy all you want. At the end of the day, when the finals lobbies start to take shape, right? When the world starts to take form, the zones start to reveal themselves. These are all going to be factors regardless of how good you are. Here's a team we didn't even get to really talk about who's making an appearance right now. G-Monster is back, and this time he's at the final stage with Sid here. And of course, Bryce. Bryce being that anchor to the trio is going to be the first to go down right now. It's going to come down to his 2 young gunners to go ahead and pick him back up.
Yep, this is the 2 teammates right now. Kanata was formerly on this roster. He said there just simply wasn't enough time for them to get onto his level while he still needs some progress of his own game. So it's interesting. It is going to be down to them. I don't think they're going to go on a wild chase for this solo, so it is going to be a good chance for him to try to survive on the back end of those mountains, but it's also going to be a chance for them to get Bryce back into this game very, very early on, so that way they have a lot of time to loot up, get some resources, and most importantly, the material around the map.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you'll be really happy to get your drop and get your first 2 eliminations just like that. That's damage. Those are, most importantly, points on the board, right? This is not a zero-sum game for them, but let's get on over to the big goat Muzz Rise here. Japco pairing back up. We have this journey for this trio, you know, breaking apart, coming back together, and they're doing it once again here at the Shining Shafts. Now, I gotta say, Muzz clearly one of the greats, right? When it comes down to being overall mechanically gifted, but it has seemed like when it comes down to end games and final settings now, this trio is starting to break away with some consistent performances.
Yeah, and I like that too, because they were one of the teams at the end of day 1 in the last major. They were at the top of the leaderboard. They pulled off some big feats through that game, and I like what they're doing here to start off the day. If you looked at the drop map, everybody claiming their spots. This was supposed to be uncontested, Monster. Muzz, Rise, and Yapko all season long. Very little people going over there. Right out of the gates in game 1, they're able to get an elimination. Yeah, they've lost a player, but that helps them for their early storm surge. So now they have a little bit more flexibility going around the map. As we take a look at Noah Plays, Chaos, and Kaz's, another team. Honestly, phenomenal performance just to make it to this stage. They started off at 1 drop spot. As soon as Kanata qualified out of their group, left Hopeful Heights open, they went all the way back over to their home, and that's how they qualified.
Yeah, we're seeing the story on both sides, right? Just to put a ribbon on it, Muzz, a trio who, of course, picked that first Victory Royale up, and then you jump on over to these other teams who had to fight their way through consistency. Brutal 5 games put up over the group stages. Ryuji, Yusuf, and Phenom, they're going to be pretty happy with this pop-off here. Group 3 team, let's take a look at how it ended up playing out for them. So another contested battle at the Shining Span. Shining Span is really interesting. This is an extremely narrow play style, right? You really can't disengage if you're committing to middle bridge like that. So it really is all or nothing. Jumping on over to the man of the hour, Peter Bob. We got to hear directly from him just a couple moments before the FNCS kicked off. Shout out to Faxity and everything he had going on. Peter Bob jumped in and he put down his top 7 for this tournament playthrough for the weekend, how finals going to play out. And he rated himself at number 1. He genuinely does believe he's the best player in the world and the best player and team in this lobby.
And I like that confidence. Some people could say it's overconfidence, because you ask some teams and some players, they don't even want to rate themselves sometimes. Maybe they'll just put themselves on the top 5 because they don't want to seem just a little bit too confident. Peterbot's one of those players that he not just wants to win. I was talking to him at last year's Global Championship. He wants to dominate. He wants to set records. He wants to build a legacy for himself that can go on years past his time is done in Fortnite. Hopefully not too soon with the way he's been playing, but uncontested means they have a lot of early open space throughout Crime City. Curve, Tyler, Shadow. all the way towards the north. Demon Dojo, a spot that starts off uncontested, but there is a couple teams towards the outside that they like to try to steal away some shots, steal away some of their loot, and they're not having any of that. You see already one elimination being picked up. They're following on the second. That's Hayes, and he's trapped in the box. 1v1 versus Shadow. This is his best chance, Monster, because he gets the knock, and now it comes down to a second 1v1 against Tyler.
Listen, I respect it, but Tyler and Curve are definitely extremely talented. They've been here before. They have a lot of experience starting to officially now rack up under their belt. Some might say this team right here is the next generation. This is the next up-and-coming types of trios that are going to be leading the Fortnite space in the years to come. So this is a big moment for them to go ahead and make sure they make a huge showing here in game number 1. And you know what? Respect to Hayes' team, putting up a strong fight and forcing off Tyler and Curve.
Yeah, and you see their full health as well, so they can kind of re-loot up. They're going to go their separate directions. I expect to see both of those trios fully intact in due time, getting those reboots. Jumping on over to Bucky, Ocus, and Cam. Land on over to that rainbow field right near the black market. They instantly go in there because of one of the chests inside get to the dill bits, so they're instantly the team that gets that mythic drum gun in their inventory, and they give it to Ocus. Ocus is putting up numbers in terms of damage with that drum gun. I believe it's like over 90% of his overall damage in these games comes from that drum gun.
Yeah, that drum gun, man, so good in the hands of Ocus. I mean, we've seen Cam and Ocus just continue to, break ahead of the competition with it. And what's going on here? Bucky just trying to, fish for tags here at the Seaport City. Have to be extremely cautious, though, of course, given that there's another trio to the opposite side. Rapid and Threats also playing high ground here. Bugha inside the Seaport City, of course, making sure that he's fishing up all the loot that they're going to need. And this is just the start for game number 1. Take a look at Bugha's loadout. For someone who's got the entire city to himself, I'd say the ammunition count could be looking a little stronger.
Bugha shields for days, bro.
Farming up here.
Yeah, just kind of consolidate the loot. You can see where the zone is at. Seaport is just on the edge of it, so a lot of those southern eastern teams on the map right now are going to have to figure out a way to rotate in towards zone, whether they beeline it up the eastern side of the coast, maybe even go all the way towards the western side, get around this spot is what they're going to be looking for, because you're going to have not just one, but multiple bases set up here and around the map in general. As we jump on board, Higgs, Clicks, Yamzo at their drop spot, Lone Wolf Lair, and Lone Wolf is one of those drop spots, Monster. It was built in high ground because it is on the edge of the mountain, especially when you look towards the north, the black market, flooded frogs. There is a lot of view that they can look down and see any player rotating through those trees.
This is what makes me really like this draw spot as a pickup for Clix's trio here, given that, again, it is relatively isolated, but it's going to come down to whether or not these teams want to show themselves right below the Lone Wolf. All that natural terrain, all those trees is going to make it a lot harder than maybe some other teams might have fishing for tags, right? So Yamzo, Clix, and Higgs, I wouldn't be surprised if they are still forced into pushing a trio for their surge damage. Jumping over to King, Silic, and Jargu here. We saw a lot of them coming out of the group stages, of course. A team that was no stranger to contested battles and early game fights this time. Kappa Factory is completely theirs. However, that's come at the expense, right? Look at King's general builds here in Jargu, right? So it has kind of come at battling other teams, and they're just trying to claw back into the mid-game.
Yeah, it's something we talked about throughout different group stages and even off broadcast as well, taking those prolonged early game fights where, yeah, you can start to build up a lot of surge, trading shots, getting a little bit of those heals intact, but it just leaves you so behind the rest of the curve. And that's a team right in front of them that landed towards the Kappa Factory, that prolonged the fight, and they're in a very, very similar as them. So both teams forced to stagger themselves back into zone, try to scrap up anything that is going to be left behind. But a team that I told you I was going to have my eye on. Taki, Ishao, 2 first-time finalists for them. Vert, 15-time finalists. This is redemption for them, missing out very narrowly on the Major 1 finals last season, and they land at the north side of the map, and this is kind of what they do.
Guys, you can drop a like on the line. That would be good,
towards the black market, they hover
guys,
around towards the outsides, collecting shots, building up their storm surge, so that way they don't have to worry about it later.
Yeah, gotta find that surge here and now, but Ishu already getting pushed out, kind of out of position here. Lost all of his shields. And unless this team has minis, there's no way he's going to be looking to use these splashes this early. So should be just recuperating there for a second. Meanwhile, On the other side, we got Bolton Kanata right now. It's
Ah,
not emphasized enough how
Magnana.
much history Kanata has been a part of when it comes down to Fortnite competitive landscape. I was going to say the only person 26 out of 26 is Zeke, essentially, because even I myself missed the finals as a commentator. So we're going to put Zeke on the GOAT conversation alongside Kanata there. But Jacob, take a look at the action. It's going down right now.
Yeah, full build fight breaking down.
Ooh.
Veer a little slow to start that one. Gets beat off by Silicon Jargo, but Zeke still there, trying to take a little bit of that pressure off, but his teammates just getting cracked over and over. Luckily, they have the time and the heals to try to keep themselves in fighting shape. And this is one of those fights, I think, for Silic, King, and Jargo, where they do not have a lot of resources. You see bandages. You saw some empty spots before. And this is one of those they might feel like they have to take this fight in order to get, one, Storm Surge, but two, those eliminations, so that way they can get a refresh on their loot.
Already looking to continue to go down. Veer and Dash playing once again a bit passively here, but I'm not really feeling this for Seek, Veer, and Dash, because we have a desperate King, Jargo, and Silic right now, right? They don't have a lot of mats. They're getting extremely close, and they're looking to press this box fight. And you know what happens when you don't have, you know, the material count to go the distance? You put it all on the table, so this is about to be a full-on, probably 50-50 dive here, shortly.
Yeah, basically whoever gets the opening shot on their opponent. And there's actually a huge mismatch in terms of heals, as Veer's trying to lead the charge over the side. Has to be careful not to accidentally jump off the bridge. Seek just hiding underneath. He does have the infiltrator, so he could deal a good amount of damage from far away. And you see in the distance the third party, Bolts, Kanata, Sphinx. They hear the noise, they see the shots, and they're beelining their way over. You see it in the minimap, and there's already one down on the board for Jargo and King. That's Silic they just lost.
Yeah, Kanata gets the fall damage to assist them there on the elimination, and they are fully collapsing right now. Take a look at the nameplates. You just see they are controlling essentially the outer area here. And this is a very bold push here, so it tells us Kanata, Bolt, and Sphinx did not get damage in the early game, and they are forcing it now, so they don't end up in a bad situation here for game number one. Seek on the bottom level is going to find the elimination, though, so no points earned just yet, and they did leave the down
Thanks
body
for the
there,
like,
so that's
Arby. Thanks for the
damage
like, bro.
lost too, but hey, they're
That's what
pretty
I like.
content with the exchange here, and off they go.
Yeah, I agree with it as well. You see the zone just pulling further and further toward the
then.
north. It has a big eastern
Come.
lean on it as well. They already got a little bit of damage, and since they're bypassing this team, they know eventually the team they left behind is going to have to rotate into their position. So they're going to give themselves options later on. You're seeing how they were able to catch Silic off guard just in the distance. When you make that much noise, it's not as safe as you think. But you're seeing a lot of these fights breaking down. If you're not able to kind of position yourself with the abundance of heals and get those surge tags, these are the risks you're going to have to make.
Talking about risk,
Yeah.
Shadow being brought
When
down
you
here at the
come
Magic
online.
Bosses, and now
Oh, we
back
can
into
later,
the action.
we can't
It
reach
seems
home
like
later,
they
already,
caught a little bit of
come.
redemption as Hazen
We can't
Mafia
we
returned
go on
back
past
to
it
take the
and so
fight
from
here
around
against them.
8:30.
I would've thought they'd, you know, look at their little dub and call it a day, but no, looking to reinitiate here is definitely risky for all parties involved. And then on the outskirts,
So
someone's
wait,
listening
we
and
can go by
watching
TikTok
just
and go
nearby.
like up a
Looks
live,
like we got a
brother.
big battle here
Jeez.
for Japco, and Rise.
God, say no.
Taking
Go
down
on
the
your ass.
Amplify, so
The
kind of
what 300
finishing
like,
off
I
what
want you
they
like, what the thing
started
now?
from earlier in the game. And now that's going to bring them up to 3 eliminations. And there's still what's left of the trio here right above them. Which, Jacob, it doesn't seem like Lords is going to be able to survive. Nope, not for long, as the full elimination comes through. And that brings back 4 elims for game 1 for the
Amigo
boy
Collective Food
Maz, the
730 and Go
3X,
Dummy
making a comeback.
745 or maybe
Yeah,
8
I think they
o'clock.
let one of those
Okay,
players
like
kind
up
of
a
escape
live,
early
please.
on,
Just
got
jump on
the
the live,
reboot,
I like
just
it,
kind of took
please.
them down yet again. And now with Storm Surge active,
Like it,
you're
like
seeing
up it,
how full it's been for
like the
game
live
so far,
here, I like the TikTok live,
953
like,
above
that
the
probably
damage
change the live
threshold.
funny,
They
I
have
told you.
splashes, they have the water sprites, and since they're rotating through their original POI, they're going to have some extra heals that they have left along the way. And with the zone pulling towards the north, I don't believe there's going to be too many teams contesting them until they get there.
Here's the truth of it. With damage like that, they could play dead side all day long. They have a lot of luxury right now to make some huge rotates around the outskirts of the map, take their time, and fully cap off on material here. So long as they have maybe even just a singular med miss to bring to the new Storm. This is a perfect scenario for Muzz for game 1.
Like church, thanks for the likes.
Gets to get an update, though. on what's happening here with Sphinx, Bolts, and Kanata. So they are 1,000 damage above. So that elimination, that fight that broke out for them, clearly favorable. But now look what's happening. Veer and crew pushing in a little desperate. We already knew they might have been. And Sphinx, Kanata, and Bolts had basically cut them off, right? They were trying to get ahead of this Storm fight.
And even somewhere, DK out of nowhere gets a knock onto one of them. Veer had to immediately leave to try to go get the revive, while Seek is just creeping around, tries to land a good shot to catch him off guard, but it's not going to be enough damage to continue the all-in push. But you see there's no HP in any of their inventories, Monster. They need elimination. They need the Siphon. It's all left, and Seek's doing what he can, but he's going to be the first one getting dropped out of this trio. Kanata, Bolt, Sphinx using that to keep themselves alive. The Siphon's important, but in comes Dash. Well, out goes Dash as well. Veer being the last one left, and he has no chance at survival. But from one fight to the next, you're seeing how many other teams. There's been 4 teams staggered this deep into zone trying to get their surge.
And they're all lit up. This might be a perfect storm for Kanata's trio. And they get the re-knock.
Why
of the
Kanata?
Silic. This is
Papa.
like farming at this
Dead
point.
boy.
No cleanup for Kanata.
Kanata said, dead boy.
My gosh. Look at the Elim starting to rack up here.
Brother,
This
that's
has to
7
be
Elims already.
intimidating for the lobby to see the feed lighting up in this way. Jacob, what a start for Kanata's trio. And you know what's the best part about it? People sleep on Kanata's performances coming out of the FNCS. You can look back at his entire history. He has so many appearances well within the top 10, but never, I think, have we seen a game one like this.
I feel like
Kanata,
that's because Kanata is what they would call in the industry or community a prime time player.
He's very smart
He
too.
just
That's smart.
exceeds all expectations when the main event is on, when the spotlight is on him. I feel like he just gets exponentially better, and there's another example of that. But from all the teams rotating in from the southern to the north, we're going to jump on board Coop, Ree, and Curly, landing at Flooded Frogs. You can kind of see that they're up on that surge. A lot of their plan here was just taking advantage of a lot of the teams that are contested around their actual POIs. We jump on board. Hayes getting taken down. DK was one of the ones that we saw getting elimination early on. He wasn't actually able to clean it up, but now the tables have turned. Cynic's trying to break his way in, and they take down Mafia. They take down Hayes. They send the full trio back to the lobby.
This is pretty incredible stuff. You know, coming into game one, I expected some early and mid-game upsets, but so far, the big teams, the big names, the ones that we expect, the veterans are doing so well. They're exceeding expectations. Then you have these new up-and-comers here that are looking to make a name for themselves. DK and Cynic's Polar doing a great job finding their eliminations that they needed. And talking about those household names, we got Peterbot.
Whoa, Peterbot, that's the clap.
Right here in a bit of a situation. Low ground, not too much damage.
So Peterbot,
on the other side, you have
right now,
they were gonna do a dead side rotate.
Right now, no kills it. It's a game one though.
Yeah, this is a mean cutback of the zone right now.
Mozambique that right for the left of the.
It's been pulling to the north. It's been pulling to the east, and as soon as a few teams try to make it an investment to position themselves on the side, it goes all the way across. But now it's basically
my stream
situation. Boys trying to stay alive. Peterbot, Cold, Rachel pushing their way in. Third-party shots continue to fire in from Rise, Muzz, and Yapko. With the zone pulling in.
This is game one. I started from the beginning.
At this edge of the zone is going to have to make that conscientious decision. Is it worth the fight, or do I rotate? And I think most of the teams in this position are going to have to rotate in because there's just too much damage coming in from that zone once it closes.
Backside one shooting pause. Fun this up. Yeah, this is game one.
Finds himself 57 damage there. Hey,
one
listen,
shooting
every
pause, bro.
The more pressure you can put on your opponents while you're making his rotate, the easier it's going to be for them to make sure that they don't get shot back in return. A couple prestigious splashes being used, but they have to so they can get hot on the move here. And what a clean rotate is starting to turn out to be. I'm surprised there aren't teams that can see them, considering how far they're moving in from. But let's get a little update from Clixie, Yamzo, and Higgs, who are fighting for their damage right now. Looks like Booga's team is the one in the distance there on the line of pressure, but Yamzo makes the call to go ahead and start looking to get to the safe zone.
Yeah, and it just seems like their decision to prioritize getting that early storm surge over towards Lone Wolf Lair has costed them
Ooh,
that ability to
thank
kind
you.
of go over to match
Ooh,
Mosses
that's
and get the
good.
splashes. Vivid
Okay.
broke it down. At one point, they usually have like
Okay, this-
30 plus splashes, but more teams rotating by. They get granted the zone here, but the scanner's down. Yamso, Higgs, Clicks are able to see teams nearby, and they're putting the pressure right across. They already got some early damage, and no more teams taking focus. They get the knock. Clicks being confident
Okay,
to move
fine,
in.
oh, no.
He's going to grab the body, bring it back, not wanting to get too greedy in this situation.
I like this play right here. Clicks' confidence surging up right now, and they get a
They are
crucial
going to need
elimination
those
for
grenades,
material count
they
that
are
they
going to
absolutely
need.
needed here.
We know,
But
sir.
it is probably not going to be
Oh,
enough.
man,
They
then
will
let's
have
get
to
kills,
continue
boy.
to push to go the distance, but you know, one thing's for certain, they pulled zone, and that's going to be a lucky
I am pulled zone
pull
too.
for them, no doubt.
It's all about just waiting for that moment here with the zone in
Merc!
their favor. See, Reek, Curly, and Coop, they targeted out
Merc!
the high ground. They took down Vert. Taki followed. Don't know if Ishao went with him, but he's going to be the only hope. Because right now, we're only in the top 20 with as much action as we've seen so far. 3 more teams need to go down just before placement points even start to come in for here game number 1. You're seeing Storm Surge still dictating a little bit of the lobby, 280 above. You're seeing they're still trying to be proactive. Yusuf, the perfect target, the threading the needle. They get the knock onto one.
Alright, I don't
They
think
continue to
we
fire
should-
over in that
Is
direction. They're
that-
trying to clean it up, but whether
Same.
they do or
I
not, it's
don't
still
think
very,
this
very
is
helpful
the
for the
Peter
Storm
report
Surge.
to win this game.
Oh,
Take a
listen.
look at this. Looks who's got the
Oh,
high ground
yeah.
here in Zone 7. Acorn, Aegis, and Boyo. A little early to be
Let's
committing
step
this
up,
much,
game
but hey,
style.
when it gets granted to you, you have to take advantage, and it seems like they're trying to do just that. No elims yet on the board for the trio here, but it's going to be an important moment for them to try to capitalize on one here coming soon. They have the damage. They see the mats there. Boyo contemplating if it's worth playing for at this point, but of course not. As things are really starting to settle up here, where's the zone going to pull? This is going to determine a lot. This is a very
Vamos a
decent
gente
end zone
para
for the
apoyo.
game to finish as well, because it's relatively flat, so there's no excuses as far as how you end up playing this one out when you have the advantage. Here it is. It's going to start pulling further south now. Peterbot, Cold Ritual,
They find one kill.
just barely above the surge right now, but they have the mats to work
Left for
with.
dead.
Yeah, and they get that final elimination on the Yapko. That trio's down and out, I believe 17th place. But you saw on one side, they already had zone on Acorn's team, but a max pool. And the team that was on the other side, granted that max pool, Bugha, Rapid, and Threads, they're immediately looking like they're going to try to build up towards that high ground, at least solidify some position. You see it on the other end, and that's where Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual start to set their focus. They can chop it down early, or at least hinder what they can see. They're going to find success there, and there's the first
Well, that's
elimination
good.
they were able to grab onto Muzz, and there was the
Oh, Muzz,
final on
okay.
that trio as Yapko went down.
That was insane work. They had so much mats as well. Really giving Ritual, Cold, and Peterbot the recipe for success here in the endgame. Bolts, Kanata, Sphinx, riding off the momentum of those 7 eliminations still. They haven't picked up anything just yet, but this is going to be all or nothing here now. As Bolts are starting to lead their way ever so closely. Finds himself in some serious danger, though. Now they're all split up from one another. Kanata playing a different angle here to try to buy himself some time, but that wood is a sign of weakness right now. The lobby taking advantage of just it. Sphinx falls on the other side of the wall. Now they're caught between a rock and a hard place here. Trios on both sides take them down. And Bolts hiding out, not trying to make a sound here. The zone closes on top of him. What a tough spot. He's in here. An elimination and a follow-up.
Whoa.
Hey, you know what? He's got plenty of points earned there in a 13th place spot as his game comes to an end.
What a find for Bolts, at least grabbing a couple more points in the back pocket before he finally went down. But Bugha, Threats, and Rapid, they had an opportunity to high ground and not turn back, but down goes Peterbot. Cold trying to be a hero, even bait the top of that cover, letting Ritual try to get the revive. He's the one trying to deal with the pressure all around. That's Clicks, that's Higgs, the Yamso down below, but they're not taking the risk just yet, which means Peterbot is now back in the game, and with the overabundance of heals that they had, you know he's going to be full health.
Crazy Clix's trio came out unscathed in that entire exchange. Yamso Higgs extremely healthy right now. Look at this, whittling the tank zone to play the front side and clear the low ground. Of course, the med miss here is going to be a target on them. However, they have the metal mat secured here, so a lot of time for the base to build as well. They are completely fortified on the front side of low ground. Meanwhile, Boyo, Acorn, and Aegis, a completely different strategy. Still contemplating a high ground game 1 win right now with no mats. This is bold, to say the least, for the NA trio. But look, they're doing the same. The textbook, playing the zone with the med miss here, but Bugha's trio knows better than to let this team get comfortable.
Yeah, they saw that giveaway was that med miss smoke, and Bugha Threats Rapid. All three of them turned around, trying to put pressure, so they had no chance to move forward and take that high ground from below. Though Reet, Cooper, Curly just gliding to the front side of the zone, taking space where they can, but they're dangerously low on those materials. One fight, one clash could be the end of this team, but that's exactly what they're looking for, trying to catch somebody off guard. As Angels toward the backside of zone, staggering yet again, even with a body found. Peterbot, Cold, Ritual, they're not able to clean it up. So they're going to have to continue moving forward in this zone, but it's Noisy, it's Creon, it's Tony. They're the ones that got a little bit of that focus, but he quickly slows down, but he backtracks. Peterbot once again dropped down to 9 HP. They're trying to bulldoze their way into the box, but
oh my God,
the opportunity before he goes down to Reet.
Gotta give him the game sense there. That play was incredible, but again, Reet just a little healthier, was able to trade it off, and now it's down to Ritual and Cold once again here. Ritual leading the rotates, but they're out of material. They're going together and find a huge refresh here. More points, top 7, fighting for top 5. Cold knocked out, completely finished here now. Bugha still on high ground, working his way down ever so slightly here, looking for a refresh here. Game 1 is starting to set up for Threats Rapid and Bugha now, and the Elans are starting to add up as well. Down goes the Yamzo too, and it looks like there is no full trios left in this game.
Yeah, they even have the backup win condition with the double med miss in the back pocket for now. They just need to look down, continue putting pressure. They have all the ammo, but you're seeing the chaos that everybody's going through. Curly with a down onto visuals. Even with the cleanup, it's the Siphon that's keeping them alive here. And with a little bit of Siphon mats as well, they're able to take some position on the front side of zone, but they lose Cooper along the way. Quick backtrack. They're trying to grab him in the box, but another trio on the other side. I don't think they see it going down. They don't see the rebuy, which means they're going to be able to get him back up.
But everyone's so damaged. Finally, Polar manages to get a little bit of footing, but look at this. Reet back up alongside Cooper and Curly. They're on the low ground. They're fishing for eliminations. They find one. The pressure from the high ground starting to come down. Bugha's watching it play out, but Reet still fighting for the points here in the final moments. But we're just inside of top 3. Who else is lurking about is the real question now. It's Polar still running circles, running laps here. But meanwhile, Bugha Threats and Rapid looking to set up this game 1 victory at 11 eliminations to be here shortly. Threats finds Coop, and then the finish onto Reet, and a big Victory Royale is set in stone.
Hey, from zone to zone, they have made it work. There was even a moment in that game where I saw in the feed Rapid may have gone down, but they picked him back up. And in the late game, Monster, when every other team was getting max pulls, it pulled on over to their side. They built up for high ground, and they did not look back. Nobody was able to challenge them up there for it.
That was crazy, but look, one thing's for certain, they way to kick that one off.
Yeah, even had Cynics, Polar, and DK third place, like Kelly said, with 6 eliminations. Just going to show, hey, it's not going to be as easy of a game or a tournament as anybody would think, especially early on. Seeing Muzz, Yapko, Rise, seemingly like they were contested in game number 1. Things already switching up, and it starts here with those drop spots.
Gotta love this drop spot here. Muzz, Rise, and Japco may have just earned their drop to themselves after taking down the last team that decided to contest them here in the early game. And as great as a game that Japco, Muzz, and Rise had, they did end up unfortunately crossing paths with the hands of Peterbot in that early kind of end game situation that was starting to play out. But jumping on over to Sandalit, Xanda and Evan here, seems like they end up winning their drop as well. Full on 50-50 down to Zipline. And yeah, Xanda's pretty excited about that. He's gonna hit us a little emote to go ahead and celebrate the pickup and the return of Evan here to put him back in the game.
Kind of 1-1. 1-1 if we're keeping record between G-Money, OSID, and Bryce
counting
at this drop spot. I mean, I'm going to be counting. I think the chat will be counting. I think everybody's going to be counting to see who, honestly, when it comes to tomorrow, if you're losing, let's just say like a 5-0, 40-0, something like that, it starts to put those doubts in your mind. Do I switch drop spots? Do I go away from something I practice? And this is one of those volatile spots in general. You can see it's just a straight 50-50 for that spot. Dive straight down in. First to pick up the loot. Good luck to you.
Yeah, and that is true, though. You know, 1-1 now, it does make you wonder, and it kind of just brings me back to Noah Plays, right? In his group stage, he took full advantage of, you know, putting his ego aside and then playing the best strategy that he believed was going to, you know, help him and his team succeed. Getting on into here and talk about Noah, I'm actually curious if things are still going contested at the Magic Mosses, but here's our game 1 winners, Bugha Threats and Rapid, their early game strategy. we all get to get little visuals here on, again, what makes them succeed. It's that full drop spot to themselves, right? There's nothing like having a named POI to yourself, and then one that, of course, has so much potential in teams kind of in the vicinity that have to rotate through. But here we have the Big Aviv.
Big Cheese, Skittles, and Chimp. Hey, I feel like, what was it, chapter 4 maybe, when it was Chimp and Spade and duos. They were one of those duos that were so consistent the entire year, flying under the radar. And this is one of those teams. In terms of consistency, they have their moments, but when you look at the Div finals, they're always there. If you look at the groups, they performed. When you look at the finals of majors, they're there. And this is one of those teams to where when they're Hot Monster, they're probably one of the top 5 teams. You can see them qualifying for the global championship. But when they're not, and they have those inconsistencies, it not only sets down to our minds as the casters and the analysts, but it starts to set doubts into their minds as well. So let's see if they can, continue day number 1. Doesn't necessarily have to be first place, but if they can continue to build that confidence, they're going to be somebody I'm looking at to be a threat for day 2.
Yeah, they're undoubtedly a top 10 team, right? Depending just on how things go for them. Kinch Analytics ran that, 10,000 game simulation, and they were one of the few teams up clearly towards the top that have a true percentage chance to go ahead and, outperform, right, your average trio kind of in this lobby, which I find to be extremely interesting because they are vets, right? And they deserve that level of respect. Talking about respect, you have, of course, Ree and his trio, and then you have Peterbot kind of going into a little bit of a toe-to-toe here against a Minish right now. He's at a slight disadvantage having a low ground, but this is just baiting out a Minish, right? He's just asking him to peek. Meanwhile, Cold kind of playing side angles, looking for his own fishing for tags.
Yeah, and you can see not necessarily focused on having that mobility. They have the full POI, like you're saying. They know exactly where that's going to be sitting at, but a sneak attack on the other side. Prom, Donnie, Joji, they catch Silic off guard, and even with the knock, they're just kind of making sure they get max damage with that pump. They're going to go ahead and get a couple of shots, use the water sprite, heal them up. And these are the kind of tricks that when you talk about saving it until a big moment like finals, this is it right here. That's not going to be like a ton of extra damage, like 500-600, but those could be the difference makers between being above and below surge during one of the hardest parts of the game.
And that's the most important thing, getting those critical moments that are going to separate you from the pack. Very few and in between opportunities like that will come across it, but we love ourselves a good ambush, especially when it's caught on broadcast. But look at this right here. We didn't really get to see too much of Polus in game 1. It seems like now he's looking to turn the script around as they have 4 eliminations. Let's see how this ends up playing out. Oh, Jaxi, just quick on the draw there. He's going to find himself a nice elimination onto Cyrus.
Seemed a little overzealous by himself on the other edge of that mountain. And depending on if they were kind of risky enough to get the reboot card early, it just kind of looks like they're hunkered down, gonna wait over there at the edge of the mountain on that reboot card and said, Napzire, hey, if you guys want to get your trio back into the game, you're gonna have to go through us to do it. Otherwise, you guys can sit on the mountain for as long as you want. And you're kind of seeing a lot of that proactivity going down around to the Nabi, Sphinx, Kanata, and Bolts moving up from Hopeful Heights, not too far away from their current drop spot here. But with a lot of the other teams around this edge of the map, just trying to push down towards the south to try to get their surge, these are the kind of situations you end up. It's not always a surge base.
Still, what a game for Sphinx, Kanata, and Bolts. Picking up all those early game eliminations, set them up in the conversation for a near top 10 overall performance. If they would have just gotten a small bit of placement points, they'd easily be up in the top 5, but all good. Sure, they won't be making that same mistake, and looks like they got their work cut out for them. They're going to end up opening the shots here first. I'm curious, do you think the confidence coming out of game 1 now is going to set them up to want to fight these teams a little bit more aggressively? Maybe look to initiate the full fight and finish it.
I do think it plays a huge role in terms of at least approaching the opportunity, because they're not going to put themselves in a bad situation. So if they don't get the green light to push, they're not going to push. But yes, I do think they're going to get more and more confident after that game number 1 to take space, to take the mountains, you know, the better surge spots that you see going down around the map. As we jump on board, Clix, Higgs, and Yamzo, not straying away from the strategy that they really developed through the last Divisional Cup. As Nap, Cyrus, they
Thanks
were
for
able to
like,
get the lead
Aya,
back.
what's
They
up,
challenge on the
Aya,
other
what's
side, but
up?
They run into a whole other team. That's Noisy, that's Creon and Tony, and they're trying to
Watching
approach this fight from
FNCS.
multiple
Thanks for the
directions.
likes, Aya.
Damage still going in.
Really
Cyrus
appreciate
dropped down
it.
to just a sliver of HP, but he's trying to survive the best that he can, but the pressure is just too much. Two more players able to continue to push him down and take all that space away. Creon being relentless here for this situation, trying to
Creon,
approach different
it's
angles to
running
close
on
out
this
the
youth.
flexibility that they might feel they have on the other side.
Crazy to see that they haven't taken any damage, by the way, up until this moment. As I'm starting to speak about it, Tony punished, Force on the back foot, Noisy as well, but the shots fire back, and that's one thing pros do very, very well, is they won't give up just because they get a little exchange going. Meanwhile, Creon, the healthiest on the team, seals the deal here onto Cyrus's trio. Now, do keep in mind, this is coming off the back of a reboot, right? So Cyrus's team has had a very difficult game too, and even after jumping back in and almost having an opportunity after getting pushed out by Jackson Polis's team there, they still end up getting taken down, this time to the hands of Tony, whom, by the way, now officially put themselves up in the race for a top 3.
Even though you can't necessarily win the tournament today, it is going to be 12 games separated between day 1 and day 2. You want to go ahead and put yourself as close to the top of the leaderboard as possible, so that way you're not fighting against a huge point deficit as the tournament does continue. See Agers just trying to consolidate a lot of the loot on top of the mountain. Going right back down. You see that he has double mobility in his inventory instead of a shotgun. The reason why is because when he does kind of loot up far away, he needed to be able to close that distance faster to make it back into his teammates. And obviously giving them options. But the zone continued to pull further and further towards the north. They're going to have to get out of that tower and start to rotate in before all the other teams get into the punch.
Thanks all the likes.
Yeah, and you can see those
Getting
teams
me
starting
to
to encourage
1,000 is
ever so
amazing.
closely
Thanks, Aya.
there as Cam and Bucky is kind of lurking about in the shadows there. Talking about the trio, we get to see it from their perspective. Little lit up here, but not completely out the fight just yet. Waiting for opportunity to kind of open up and avail itself. Oyo still watching from the tree next door.
This is kind of the result. The other edge of you seeing, you know, Threats and Rapid and their surge towers outside of Seaport. And this is exactly the opportunities that they're looking for. A team like Bucky, Cam, and Okus rotating on the low ground with a far pooled zone. And as soon as they peek out of these boxes, they're going to continue to fire down. And then you mentioned yourself, Poyo, Aegis, and Acorn, who just did the exact same thing. Poyo just got there. That tower did not spawn there itself. He immediately invested the materials, trying to take advantage of everybody that still needs to rotate on this side of the zone overall.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to hold him out for quite some time. We'll see how that ends up playing out. And I'm sure, you know, they have the game awareness. They know more or less what team this is, right? And who they're picking a fight with right now. But Aoxy, Pikes, and Jojo Fishy, once again, we get to tune in with them. They're deep in the storm right now. I wonder what their situation is like. They're moving towards Outlaw Oasis, looking to kind of wrap around the map right now.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was probably trying to hit that geyser and get up over the mountain, maybe throw the Medmist smoke right before they take off. And this is just going to allow them to obviously save their kneecap or strength and then be able to kind of close the distance as fast as possible, because it does get you a little bit higher than a launch pad as well. But now we go on over to the north side of the map overall, just above Magic Moss's POY, Ishao, Taki, and Vert. I said they're one of those teams when, especially when these north zones, they stay on this side of the map. They slowly but surely float around. They get their surge, and they kind of play a careful game overall. You see Vert just getting a little bit too close to enemy territory for his liking. He's just going to regroup with his teammates here.
Gotta stay active right now. This game may have picked up the pace a lot faster than game number 1. However, we all know things are going to start to get real congested here soon. We start approaching the mid game right now. For Taki, Ishu, and Vert, they've got what looks to be a couple different angles at play here. But Vert's on the low ground, taking all the risk of kind of securing what he could here for the meantime. Jumping in with Curve, Tyler, and Shadow right now. Underneath the base of Visual, Braids, and Diminished.
Just a quick little chop, trying to get them to shoot back, expose themselves any way that they can. And you can see they have like a ton of ammo. They can fire off, be in this position for as long as they want. But as the zone continues to rotate in this direction, you're going to soon find out how congested it actually is. And you're seeing
like
Shadows just in...
out.
Yeah, exactly. And Shadow's kind of doing the same thing in the bush on the other side by himself.
I like the thought process behind it. They're like, hey, yeah, we could chop him and force him to overbuild. Let's see if we can, you know, just kind of fish him out. Hey, come down, fix that structure. Right? Give us some fresh balls to spray for a second there. You got to respect the attempt. Meanwhile, Cynics Decay Polar, just a little update here. Playing for the Islands, trying to get a hold of that medallion here that, of course, the boss will end up spawning in.
225 above the damage threshold. Because of that, they're able to kind of take some time away from making it a focal point. Try to approach the boss at the top. It does drop a Chug Jug, so that's going to be helpful. And then the medallion that you see some teams take, some teams do leave it behind. And since the zone is pulling all the way from the eastern side of the map to the west now, that's going to give them a little bit of opportunities here for Surge, but it depends on how proactive the other teams were at in order to rotate first.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anyone nearby, so I'll have a pretty decent time here. Surely, unfortunately, Decay taking that unnecessary damage there.
Yeah, bro.
Really send him back.
Yeah, it's really going to be on Cynics to get a lot of that Surge. He's facing the front side of the zone. You're going to see how it plays out for them. Have they been able to accumulate enough? As we got another North zone here in this game, back-to-back here on the day so far. And you're seeing some teams faring very, very well for that Storm Surge early on. 365 above for Boken, 20, and Liam. Just waiting on the edge, seeing where the next zone appears in the next couple of seconds. And if it does pull far, I want to see them rotate quick. Be one of the first teams at the end. Brutal Boxcars is now at the edge of that next zone. So if you position yourself on the south side, you're going to be battling against that mountain range at the other edge. So you got to be very, very careful. And you got to keep it in the back of your head, Monster, because the zone does continue to pull that way for the rest of the game. It is going to be a roller coaster of emotions for a lot of these trios.
Yeah, and they're recognizing they got to make a quick move here. They don't want to be caught between the teams setting up early and, of course, the one that they were fighting on the edge of zone. Even opting to go ahead and leave the water sprite behind. So they're just like, hey, you know what? There's things out of charges. We can't even stay here to get full health. Like, we just got to go. Really showing you how important it is to get positioning on the map. Look at this. It's not all sunshine and rainbows for some teams. They are in a struggle to maintain consistency here. And they are well below the damage. Cirque and crew kind of seeing what's happening here. I was going to say, they'd be wrong to not take advantage of a team right now who's sitting on those splashes, and in they go. Definitely have kind of read the field correctly, if you will.
Best case scenario, because I do believe they were attempting to get Surge. But
What do you mean? You change the name?
Rotated out of this
change
position.
your channel
They weren't able to
names?
find
What's
enough,
an
put them
entertainment?
below the threshold.
I'm
And they
calling
kinda had to push
channel.
the first team that they saw and know exactly how that happened. As we jump on board Peterbot, Cold,
You make a new
Ritual,
channel?
not as aggressive as they typically are. A little bit of a different change here. They're focusing on just mainly getting that Surge, because if you look back to Major 1, some of the games where they
Sports
did
and
the poorest in
entertainment.
terms
Oh,
of getting the
multiple
points,
accounts,
which made it
Multiple
that narrow
accounts.
of a loss
Okay.
for them getting second place, it was because they were down on Surge. They were forced to fights they didn't necessarily want to take, and it put them in a bad spot. Now, they're just trying to take more control over their destiny. Peterbot emerging as the IGL
entertainment.
for this team, and so
Seth,
far it's working out for them here.
This
in
was
game
my
1 and 2.
first YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
you can tell it's very much
okay.
intentional, right? They've been kind of trailing these trios here inside the storm right now. Not looking to overcommit, but instead,
Somebody just
of
texted
course,
me.
play to their advantage right now for damage. Mafia
Why-
isn't enough, though. Find themselves
Why
below
is there
Surge
so
and dead
much
center
tanks
zone.
eye
So
there? That's crazy.
it's great, but it's bad at the same time. They're gonna have to be forced to take this fight. It's up against, again, a team we've been keeping a lot of attention
stop,
towards.
do a
Ishu
stop,
and
Surge.
Taki Vert here,
Yeah, take it back.
of course. And now the Surge is active though, Jacob, so there's no time to waste here for this trio.
Yeah, and it does seem they're just trying to jump back. Craze, aka Prom, entered the mix on the other side. That's a whole different team. And Hayes, while he's healing up, he's trusting his teammates to try to get that damage. 122 below. The men miss smoke is a must at this time as they continue to fire shots across. That's Donnie and Joji that now enter in the mix, but Storm Surge active every 7 seconds. 25 damage gets taken off, and they're falling further and further below from 122 to 129, now to 149 damage below the threshold. For now, they're hoping that they have enough resources to out-heal it, but even if they do, I don't agree with that plan.
Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things where they kind of went for it. They recognized, wait a second, this team's kind of nasty with it, and they backed themselves off for the full heal to reset here, but they need to get in there. They're running out of moments. They're running out of time here now, as they're only 63 below. They fish for a little bit of damage, and up falls down, and that's going to be a huge 100 tag, but Hayes, unfortunately, will be forced back once again. And then things update here. And he is still below, even after all that. And in the process, he's lost a couple of his teammates here.
It's almost like a heartbreaking situation. Two teammates sacrificed themselves trying to get damage. You saw it for a moment, 39 above, and instantly went over 100 below. 6 zone here, Monster. This needs to go down to about 54 players before Storm Surge deactivates. And now we're in the 7th zone. It needs to go down to 42 players. That is insane.
Yeah, it's very clear that there are a lot of players alive right now in this mid game here, but look at what's happening now. We're starting to take shape. No Kanata on this trio right now, so Bolts and Sphinx clearly have had a much different kind of turn of events here. Let's not forget, they struggled to earn placement points last time. It's going to be even harder to do so now with a man down, but hey, at least Kanata gets to sit back and be kind of the coach in the ear for the trio. Meanwhile, Cam finally gets traded off here. Peterbot's had enough of kind of tailing behind Team Bucky. They end up full collapsing here now. And that's how they find the full team wipe. And now kind of poised up to rotate to the new zone.
Yeah, similar rotation, but you see 200 below. Sphinx is down. It does look like he is going to try to get a revive. He has about the timer at the bottom right, 48 seconds before Storm Surge activates and they start to take damage. So it's a now or never opportunity for them. But you're seeing just moments ago, they were even further below that threshold before Bolts was able to find that key elimination. And with the zone moving, it's going to get exponentially harder for Bolts and Sphinx to find the damage that they need.
Kind of looking like a repeat of the last game. Another Magic Mosses-esque zone finish right now. Aegis, Boyo, and Acorn, another high ground play coming out of zone 7. This time a lot different. Aegis actually picks up a refresh, but no, couldn't jump down as there was a player already there. It looked like Threats might have been the one to go ahead and pick up the loot there. But at least they're finding their elims right now. They're trying to get situated. These elims picking up themselves HP-wise as they're getting the siphon granted to them. But you saw there, no minis, no big shields. Very desperate situation overall, even for a team on height right now. Threats, Rapid, and Bugha have the zone to themselves now. They'll be one of the first to make this rotate. Ritual, Peterbot, and Cold have gone for it, though. Sizing up high ground as well. This is starting to get exciting.
Yeah, and they're on the front side of the zone as well. Acorn, Poyo, Agers, they have a sense of being able to take the high ground. It's all about who plays this one right, as it does open up. Storm Surge activating on some of these teams that are down below. It's not enough being in the chaos that is the low ground, just having to fight with Storm Surge, dealing damage as Poyo finds an opportunity, gets the knock onto 20. Whether they're down or Surge or not, that's one less teammate that you have to rely on. And they drop down for the loot overall. Broken 20, both of them go down. That full trio is out. It's a sacrifice for Poyo, Acorn, Agers, giving up the high ground to try to refresh their materials.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in, right? Like, you got to make the rotate. You don't have the mass to hold the height, but then you're like, where's that body? Like, we just got that Elin. Where is the loot? And it looks like they're not going to be able to actually secure it here now. And of course, Peterbot, Ritual, and Cold, no better than this terrain here. They're clearing the landscape, and now they have all eyes on the entire field. Boyo, he's going to fall there to the hands of Sandalite on the rotate right now, and Peterbot is just starting to get cooking here. This is looking like it's going to be a pretty big game for this team up top, but hold up, Ager is still down low, getting active right now.
Yeah, just a crevice,
Oh,
a small
next
side of the
church
zone, but they get
developed.
three-pieced on, taken down. That's Eshao. Now it's Acorn stuck behind. He gets taken down as well. 2 names checked off the list, and the Major 1 champions out of the game early here for game number 2. Not even half of the placement points have been garnered throughout that run as Threats, Rapid, Bugha. Those are game 1 Victory Royale winners, and they're poised right now to have a great position, but the battle for high ground breaks out. Aminish, Visuals, Braze, they're ready to take the challenge. Peterbot, Cold, Ritual. They do a good job of defending once, but how long can they defend this with only 14 builds left, especially with a big shot being fired? Visuals, Braids, and Minutes, they do not use as a chance to try to go and break into get the elimination. They're just going to back down. They have enough materials. If they play this one perfect, they could retake high ground in a few moments.
One of those situations where high ground kind of puffs out their chest and you're not sure if you can call the bluff or not. High ground does not have the mats, but they don't have that information. They don't know. So they make the safety call to go down. Meanwhile, Clix, Higgs, and Iamto have not left the low ground. They have been battling their way through the front side this entire time, and they're trying to find themselves another big refresh here as well. And you can just see such a different strategy at play here from the 2 teams on your screen.
Yeah, one of them's just taking all the space on the low ground, even if it means going outside of the storm. And as soon as they get there, they know that a fight is around any one of these corners, and they prepare for it. Clix finally figured out a way to catch up above. They have not looked down at that opportunity, just pressuring everybody on the front side of the zone. At the bare minimum, they're just trying to drop them into each other's hands, and now we're going open over land right now. There's a bridge, and there's a whole crevice underneath teams are trying to dive into.
Clix just took down Ritho, and he finds himself still somehow below the surge.
Oh,
And it actually
surge.
turns on. I can't believe it's active in zone 10 right now. This is incredible stuff. At least it turns off for a second, but it already did its work. It did its damage. Take a look at what happened up top, though. Peterbot tries to get active. He had to because he didn't have the mats, and he's found himself down to the hands of Threats, but the payback is good for Ritual and Cold. Once again, running it up here, finding themselves in this end game, earning their trio more and more points.
Hey, Kelly said it. Vivid said it. It's not necessarily be about the star players on the team. Sometimes it's about the support, and Ritual is doing his job right. He has Cold by his side, Curly, Cooper down below. A little bit of chaos, trying to force to break out of the wall, taking some damage, but it's worth the sacrifice. But now he's just cut off. Curb on the other side tries to break his way in, and the teamwork makes the dream work. Curb out of nowhere gets the elimination onto Curve, keeping them moving at this side of the zone. This is where they have space. This is where it's going to open up.
And it couldn't have gone better right there. He got the second, but unfortunately it wasn't enough help to keep him in the game. He's going to end up getting dropped by a huge shotgun shot. But look at what's unfolding here. Cold and Ritual are continuing to make chaos unfold here on the field. Cold jumps down to get these very important mats here, and Ritual finds another one as well. What is going on? Normally, the conversation is so different, but Ritual is in peak form here. On the low ground, it's a 2v2 now. Who would have thought we'd be casting some duos?
Visuals and Braids, a long-time duo. Now here, ready to try to take game number 1, but they're going against Cold. They're going against Ritual. 2 different mythic weapons in the inventory of Cold. The only blessing that they do have from down below is the lack of resources. When he drops down to the backside of the zone, Cold lands a good shot, opening up that opportunity. Ritual just trying to keep pace up above. There goes Visuals. He's down. There goes Braids as well. Cold and Ritual pull off the clutch to keep them alive in game 1 and take it by storm.
And it wasn't just the first one, it was the second as well. The second time now, Ritual and Cold find themselves saying, you know,
Kind of like playing the shot. I was like, dude, I mean,
Clix there. Clix there. 6. Because he's all cold there. So, okay.
Joey
I
Bot
also want to highlight, I mean,
said,
Visual Braids a minute
It's only
once
a
again.
Ricardo.
Send it now, come on.
And then we can play break.
listening, watching,
Sunday I'll go.
waiting.
Sunday I'll go. Circus.
Team like Bryce, Osid,
So,
Sportsman
Germany, they
Entertainment.
didn't want to take that 50-50
Said,
fight. They went on top of the mountain
Random
this time
and
to
I
grab
need
their
Peter
loot.
but like
While Zonda,
No,
Evans,
when I
Gordon,
say
Sam,
they
and
will beat up
underneath
the one I go.
said,
their game. Instead of contesting
Hold on,
50-50
Ritual, let's win
right
by
out of
this,
the
so.
gates, they took a slow approach,
Chewy
went to
bot.
the overall top of the mountain
Said,
and the backside on the
go
south
up.
end.
Already
They
in
got
Chewy,
their
ready,
lead
you know.
early
You know what,
slow
jump on
surge,
Chewy,
and
ready.
now look at them. Even though they are deep in zone, when it comes to damage, I think they got themselves a
Chewy
lot
already
of
in that too now.
flexibility
So,
because they're early
you
game.
know what, jump already.
And
Now,
again, clearly,
this
this
game
is a team
tricks
that
if we
can
can.
perform very
Let's
well.
start evenly tomorrow.
This is a team that after
That
game
takes
1,
game.
they
We'll
found
finish the game
themselves
and
just
then
inside
we'll
that
come
top
on.
10, and then they were the
Sports
first
and
trio to get
entertainment.
eliminated in game 2, just
Said,
getting caught up. So
we
right
are
now they're
forward
showing
soon,
us
Chewy.
the signs
This
of
is
their
Romeo.
strategy that clearly is successful if they can make it past the drop. I don't anticipate them to take any more 50-50s. I'll tell you that if they make another top 10 this game. For Dozer, Aiden, and Atmos right now, they're just sitting in the zone right now, kind of waiting this one out here, trying to see if they can make it through the Lone Wolf. But we all know that Clix's trio does tend to stay there for quite some time, especially
Sports
when
and
the zone is right
entertainment.
on top of them.
Set. Room 830, be ready.
Alright.
Bryce in that early game damage, he goes down to the Storm. You see him looking up. They know Clix, his entire team landing over there. A huge late switch up of the strategy coming in the last division finals. They no longer kind of make their way over towards the black market, especially when it is in zone. You see it there towards the north, just outside of Brutal Boxcars. That's going to make it a little bit harder for Clix, Higgs, and Yamzo to make their way on over safely and see if there is any splashes or resources left on by. So they're going to be hoping for a south pull, so that way every team has to rotate away from it, and then that gives them a little bit safer access to it.
Just looking at Tony, Noisy, and Creon's situation right now. Oh yeah, look at this zone. This is almost a mirror game back to back to back as things are starting to
Turkey?
position up here
Alright, cool.
towards the north. So
We'll see.
it's very clear
Yeah,
the
the
favorite
game
these
sheet
north
was
teams
done
once
by
again
then,
here.
yeah.
For the Lone Wolf Lair, we get to watch it from their perspective. Higgs, Clix, and Yamzo. No elims just yet, but again, their goal right now is to find damage, find tags.
You
Like that big stat there too.
Yeah.
Giving them the one of the most consistent trios basically on the region.
Yep, top fives in 57% of their games. I think I get top fives in maybe about like 10% of my ranked games. A whole different beast, but it just shows the skill level is just above and beyond for a lot of the players in this lobby. The zone pulling all the way on over towards the eastern side. That might be a blessing for Clix, Yamzo, and Higgs if it continues to pull away from the black market. They do have that gold that they haven't been able to spend, so this could be a chance, a small one, but a chance for them to access that black market and get whatever splashes are left behind, because Noisy, Creon, and Tony, they also access that vault for those splashes.
Oh, look at this. Muzzrise and Japko finding tags onto Noah Plays here, who's still, by the way, by himself, just kind of hiding out in the facility here. For how much longer can this go down? I don't know, because the surge is active. Surely, if we jump over to Noah's perspective, he has to be one of the lowest, right, of anyone in the lobby. But oh, snap. I think Cirque might have caught wind of this solo inside the build. We'll see if that trio ends up taking him out. Meanwhile, Tony, Trio, Noisy have made their way to this kind of safe zone here. They've slowly moved their way out of the Brutal Boxcars, ever so slightly to the north here, for more favorable vision of the field. And wait a second, I might have talked too soon. Noah got a knock, but unfortunately couldn't get the finish. So, yes, it was a brawl that took place. And here it is, the next update. We're just going to keep pulling north.
A blessing there for the teams that are already in the zone, because typically you would want to think, do I stay where I'm at? I'm already in zone, don't need to go ahead and use any materials. But no, you know that whole north side of the map is uncontested. Very, very little teams will be able to survive there and stagger themselves into the zone, so you can kind of free up space, get away from a lot of the teams that will end up crowding that south side of the zone overall. We know it's going to end up stacked, and if you're not prepared for that, good luck to you. It's Taki, Ishu, and Bert. They land at the north side of the map, so another zone that is going to bless them just a little bit. 67 above the damage threshold, though. They have the confidence to know they're not going to take damage, but in the back of their mind, they know things can change in the blink of an eye.
You know, NA really bringing a new meaning to why it's called North America. Like, at this point, if you're not landing magic mosses, you're not doing it right. Ishutaki, Verto are going to be forced to fight here. So are Kupri and Curly. Okay, this is an extremely big clash going down here.
You know, Tony, I feel
the side angle onto Ishu. So they find the damage that they need to buy them a little bit of relief. However, they have to very likely push this one to the end.
Just a little bit too risky for their liking right now, especially since they do got themselves a safe spot in towards the zone. And you're seeing them every 7 seconds now going to be taking 25 damage due to Storm Surge. Only 16 below. One shot from literally any one of their ARs will put them above that threshold. Bryce even goes down. He's been having a few struggles trying to make it throughout the course of this game. And you're seeing from 16 below to 167th. Like I said, things can change in the blink of an eye, and if you're not prepared, it's going to get tough in order to survive.
Yeah, all that means is the competition is getting active, and talking about the competition, they get chopped out from down low. The free edits already. A beautiful code from Ishu, though, to set things up and give his team a little moment, a little chance at success here. The damage was good, but his teammates already down. They might as well go for the finish here, but they lose track of the trio. Maniac and company get away there, and now the zone reveals another northern pop for them here. This is going to continue to push further and further away, jumping into teams that are looking to position up early there. All the big boys, all the big names are here. Peterbot is as well. And fighting instead of healing here, waiting for his team. This is the confidence that exudes out of this trio right here is incredible. And look at this, Jacob. They're already at 3 elims as well this game.
Yeah, 400 damage above the threshold all the way from Crime City. And this is the scary part of the game, because now they start to get that confidence as every other team start to rotate forward. Only one more team to their right slowly trying to make their way forward, and that's where it's going to get dangerous because they have to rotate too. We're seeing how the fight even started and broke out. They're only 146 damage above the threshold at this time. Aviv, Skittles, and Chimp likely below, forced to take a fight. And there goes Cold, making all the right moves at the right time to get all 3 eliminations.
Such a big moment for them, and that is really the difference maker as to even why they're above the threshold right now. It's those eliminations they just picked up. So clearly, even though they're playing a different strategy, it's not the most consistent. Their damage has been borderline all 3 of these games. With the rotate right here, Peterbot is trying to get ahead right now. Focus starting to come in. They're saying, hey, we got enough mats to do something big here. But it seems like they're playing a little too fast. It's cost them a bit extra.
They know they still got to rotate towards the zone, and it's just Peterbot, the constant target throughout each and every one of these rotations. They took what you said serious.
What is this
in that last game?
box
He's a little bit of the bait. Kind of frees up Cold and Ritual to start to make their way over toward the zone. The majority of the lobby here having it full. Already going to be stacked up on the front side. 381 for some. And you're seeing how Iamzo, Higgs, and Clicks were able to find a couple of eliminations here, but most importantly, the damage.
Look who's playing for height. Curly, Coop, Reed here on the low ground, but you got Tyler on the high ground potentially looking to play for the win right now. Hold up, though. Big damage coming in here for our team well inside the top 3 right now. Continue to maintain the pace here. Now, they haven't picked up any elims, but they are starting to approach the point where these placement points are going to start being given out. Meanwhile, finally, Angel, Spoyo, and Acorn have some a break right in the end game. Every time we jumped in with them, things have been kind of rough, kind of crazy for them. However, now they seem to slow down the pace and say, hey, let's not go for high ground. Let's just play for some mid-ground positioning here and just make it all the way through to the end where they're shining the best.
Shadow Curve and Tyler, since that last zone, you called it that they took that high ground, and now they're just kind of trying to hold on to it, pressuring teams down below. You see the proactivity formulate from Tyler. If it pulls that way, we got to quickly run, connect to the zone. Be very, very careful not to get chopped down. That's going to be Curve holding their backside position in the zone as Peterbot Ritual looking to get aggressive yet again. They don't find the opportunity to get that elimination, so they slowly back off. But only 55 damage above the threshold, Monster. Not where you'd expect them to be. Reed goes down. There's a lot of pressure now onto Curly, even with elimination onto Phenom. This is his only opportunity. As they go for a revive, he has to match it and drop that Med Mist smoke.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a very important pickup right now for Curly. But no, he just gets distracted there in the final moments. He's going to end up playing the Med Mist, but that means the team could play it too if they want to and go for the fight here, but they get the Siphon. Heals there, and then turn tail. Looking for the escape. Meanwhile, Higgs, Clicks, and Iamzo front side of zone, sticking true to the strategy. This is probably the most consistent we've seen from any of the trios in the game so far. Now as game 3 starting to heat up, Acorn though, Boyo, Agers are on the front side as well. They know how to do it best too. Meanwhile, on the ultimate low, we haven't seen Booga Threats and Rapid down here, but everyone seems to be adjusting here coming into this 3rd round.
Yeah, even Curly in the backside of the zone taking a cheeky attempt and trying to get damage. Misses that one. And a new team is going to be on high ground. That's Rise. That's Yapko. That's Muzz. 9th zone. It might have been too early for their opposition, but now it's theirs for the taking. Looking down all around the front side of the zone, even the back, trying to pressure teams into an altercation. Peterbot down below finds a quick elimination, getting him the siphon, and what's most important, the materials to keep himself going.
That's exactly what we wanted to see from Peterbot. Him actually making it into this end game and starting to really turn online, but it's going to be at the hands of Acorn as he gets crushed under the weight of Peterbot's shotgun, and so does Curly. And all of a sudden now, they have the points and a little bit of footing underneath them to try to do something bigger here. 8 teams remaining in the game. Big points starting to be earned right now. A little bit of a late stay for the Medmis, but they are starting to fizzle out. They're going to have to make a move. Meanwhile, here's Higgs, here's Clicks, here's the Yamzo. Sticking true to the strats. It's looking so well here too. Xset Higgs, the recent signing, one of the best now. Really starting to turn online as well.
Make sure have money with the
here.
From looking out back at him on the backside of the zone. That was perfectly played by him, but you see the two teams, the superstars on the low ground, back of zone. Peterbot follows. Ritual left by himself, even with the Medmis smoke. He is on the clock, getting stuck behind the mountain. He goes down as well. Top 5 for them in this game as Threats, Bugha, and Rapid strike yet again, taking them down once more. But Threats is now getting revenge. He's getting tick after tick for the zone, barely making it in with 12 HP. He still has to chug, but there's no time for him to pop it. He's getting pressured from all around.
And it's incredible work by Clix's trio. They are the disruptors right now. Threats lands on his teammate, but no, he gets taken out. Yamzo with the side angle and the cleanup. Look at all the loot they managed to secure off of those 3 eliminations right there. All of a sudden now Curve comes down as well, gets a taste of that medicine there too. And this is a 3v3 situation. Muzz and team jump down. They're going all in.
Dragon Decree is now live.
They're going for the swings here.
Streaming
That
for
one was a miss, but that's only going to be strike
USCS.
number 1. They use that as an opportunity to try to make their way to the front side of the zone, but Higgs goes down. Clicks gets a knock of his own onto Yapko. Quickly trying to box that one up, but he cannot get the loop. There is no time. Up above is Muzz. It's Yapko. They're trying to put the pressure on, but Rise goes down, bites off a little bit more than he can chew. 1v1. Clicks versus
That is
Muzz,
it.
and Clicks fans Rise because he takes the game over.
Little bit of friendly fire right there amongst the Xset boys. However, Clicks, the man himself, stamps it with a victory royale. And I was just about to say, who better to be in a box-to-box situation than Clicks, but he didn't even have the match to beat it. Look at this one more time, though, Jacob. What a game for Yamzo here. And again, Higgs is delivering there too. Just the heart to jump in the boxes, but these eliminations from Yamzo really changed the tide.
Yeah, I think it was like 3-4 eliminations late into that game, and even trading shots here to make him weak. Clicks was in a 1v1 situation here. Yamzo was the distraction, so Clicks gets the elimination onto Rise and eventually onto Muzz. He gets revenge on the team that let him go just before that last major. But game 3 is done. Zeke, Kelly, and Vivid, we need some help breaking down all that action.
That's cool. Something cool happened? Something cool happened, Kelly?
Zeke?
Kelly, something cool happened?
Yes, Zeke, something cool happened.
Clicks gonna be here!
Yeah, what just happened, Vivid? Clicks
me go back.
coming out
I'll
on
go back
top.
and watch
It
the
was
video,
a
'cause
high
I
ground
need
versus
to get
low
the
ground
kicks there.
3v3.
But these eliminations from Yamzo really changed the tide.
Yeah, I think it was like 3-4 eliminations late into that game, and even trading shots here to make him weak. Clicks is done. Zeke, Kelly, and Vivid, we need some help breaking down all that action.
That's cool. Something cool happened? Something cool happened, Kelly?
Zeke?
Kelly, something cool happened?
Yes, Zeke, something cool happened.
Clicks gonna be here!
Yeah, what just happened, Vivid? Clicks coming out on top. It was a high ground versus low ground 3v3. We see this so often, and more often than not, it's a high ground that's able to
plays one elimination.
Cool.
So I mean,
Oh,
being a second.
wait, then just below each other.
The top right now, still being
Then
very,
just
very
below.
competitive.
Cool.
Recoup and Curly, they start performing pretty well. 201 points. That game for them Ninth place, one elimination. So, I mean, the two before that being a second and a third makes this one, hurt probably a little bit. But regardless, still sticking towards the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, and I think a bit of that was due to the fact that they kind of were sticking in Flooded Frogs for a long time. I'm guessing that there was some kind of early game engagement that I potentially would have missed for them to go back and farm back for Flooded Frogs. And I think that's just part of the reason why their loadout wasn't exactly where they wanted to in the end game. But regardless of the situation that they're in, they're still sitting pretty up in our leaderboard right now, Zeke. So I'm excited to see what they do in the remaining half of the games we have today.
I know, it's scary, right? Because you kind of want to keep putting the pedal to the metal. With 3 games left to go today, that sets us up for day number 2, right? And then without that 1.5x multiplier, we need to be more consistent after day number 1, right? We need to make sure we are primed for day number 2. So I'm curious to see, can we keep this momentum going? Not from just them, but from all of these top performing trios, especially in the back half. Let's find out. Monster D FaZe, Jacob PR, take it away.
Momentum is a real thing in these tournaments.
You want to get your ticket to the globals here and now, but again, the standings I think are just a story of magic. Mosses, every one of these trios have had that little bit of favoritism, so once they start getting more of a difficult, let's just call it decision making put in front of them, right, things might start to turn. But for now, if it's going to continue to play out this way, I mean, the story seems to be written in stone here.
Yeah, and this is a fight that, when you look at that stone, this is written all over it, contested. They go for Fleur loot almost right out of the gates and immediately start teeing off on one another. But it does look like Craze from underneath is trying to sneak around. You mentioned yourself the closeness of the entirety of the bridge, especially underneath, and now he's getting free shield. So if anybody's going to be the one to make a play, it is going to be him up against Yusuf. He gets the elimination, and I do believe that was the wipe.
Oh, a little turn of events here for Joji, Donnie, and Prime. Okay, so a little life coming out for them here at the Shining Span. We'll see what they can make with this game here. The cool part about a 2-day performance is that anything can happen, right? You have a lot of time to start making some micro adjustments and, really play this tournament out to the best of your capabilities. Team that's been doing just that as well as No W Plays Chaos Gaming and Kazis for the second time now. We've seen them at least survive the initial touch of their drop here. It's not all teams, that land kind of in this northern area that are walking away with, free placements to the top of the standings. At the end of the day, you have to prove that you can stand amongst the best here and win some of these engagements. Kazis goes in for face check here, but the tick was ready and answers with a monster shot here, slowing down all momentum that this trio was looking to build.
Yeah, all 3 of them saw he was here as a solo. They beelined it over, but the scanner's out. Noah plays. All of their positions going to be revealed, but no more builds onto the tick, so he's going to be an easy target and the first one to get dropped. Quick cleanup there. They're going to get the siphon mats, and you can see absolutely needed because Noah plays was almost fresh out of materials as well. And now they're forced to try to disengage. Maniac trying to go ahead and move on over to help his teammates, but that same distance that he closes is going to be the same thorn in the side because now he has nowhere to run.
Yeah, but Noah's barely got anything to work with here. Just a couple shots, tags from behind, no mats to really work with either. But it is going to be a nice quick elimination. Do note with every tag they get, more confidence starts to increase. What? 2 quick elims. Kind of get to reset here. Gonna be happy with that.
Seeing more and more action going down just the north side of Flooded Frogs. Visuals, Braids, and a Minish. Foxy Floodgates, excuse me there. They land at this spot. We have seen them contest the server room, but Visuals out of Braids and just gets taken down. I do believe that was Peterbot landing at the train, the top side of the mountain, got that loot from the server room. And there's so much distance between Braids and the rest of his teammate. I'm not sure how much help he's going to be up close.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had to look at the standings for a second. Visual, Braids, and Diminish are in 5th place. Do not let this early game fight fool you. This is definitely a team that is trailing very far ahead of 6 and in the conversation right now. Little setback there, minor setback, but not completely taking them out of the running just yet. And do know, again, old Peterbot probably keys that. Jumps down, does what he does carelessly. New Peterbot takes his time, takes his damage, calls it a little win.
It's his fight just north, I believe, of Kappa Factory. Just following each other, not trying to let them escape. You see here the bat being charged. Joji takes the first couple damage. Both his teammates go down. That's Craze and Donnie who get lost, and they break his way in. Eva hiding behind barrels. There's no chance. He's a hide and seek master as Seek, Veer, and Dash take him out. And with 54 points here, a couple of them coming from this game alone, at least they start to build that confidence up going into the second half of the day.
Definitely. That's going to jump them up towards 19th right now if the standings are locked in stone. Putting them just behind Bucky, Okus, Cam, Bryce, G-Money, and Osid. Take a look at the highlight here from Seek's perspective. Oh, yeah. Getting to work with the bat. And, of course, closing out with the shotgun.
He knew his teammates were there. Almost no worry, even if he does go down. But you see a triangle being formed right now with Kanata, Bolts, and Sphinx just trying to catch somebody off guard. And as of now, it looked like it might be Dash, but as soon as those shots fire off, this is giving Bolts an opportunity to land some big damage on somebody not really paying attention. It could be Seek. But nope, that opportunity comes and
Guys,
goes
I'm
just
trying
like
to
that.
find
Both
FNC
Kanata and Sphinx just a couple of pieces away from really breaking through the glass ceiling here. Their problem has just been the mid-game. Once they get past that and kind of start approaching that end game, things just haven't seemed to have lined up for them so far. Do keep in mind they are one of the few teams kind of playing this deep zone from the southern areas on up.
Invader
They've had a lot more to worry
141.
about, right, as opposed
Set.
to some of the
I
northern
can solo
trios.
EU
Fun
FNCS.
fact about that, they
You got
actually have
sold it,
the
you're
most
older.
distance traveled out of everybody in this lobby, Monster, because of those zones.
And they're still in 13th, right? So
Invader
again, all the
underscore.
more
Qualified to
just
NA
impressive
first.
how they've at
Set.
least managed to kind of stay in the
JKEU
conversation.
is the
But,
best region.
ooh, here's a fight I didn't expect to go down this soon. Well, yo, Aegis and Acorn.
Remember, go say, yeah, best you
Contestation
done.
happening here
Watch
at the
EU to deliver
Mass
that boy. I mean, I try to find the
Space of
leaderboard,
Wonder,
but we
what's that
can't
going
find
to do to
it.
the game plan? Because
Because
G-Money,
they don't
Otis, and
decide
Bryce,
to
they're
top
kind
10
of
ones,
used
so
to
we
not
still
getting a
have
lot
to
of
put in.
surge, not fighting teams up on top of the mountain, having to rotate north. But Agers, Acorn, and Poyo, the whole strategy relies getting extra heals, going just towards that black market, building your surge bases, and taking advantage of teams just like this. And now they've been sidetracked off of that game plan. And so it starts to put things in your mind. Obviously, we're all looking at Acorn. Do you start to rotate the zone? Is this a team that now you must try and fight because now you're below the Storm Surge
Sure,
threshold of
finally,
games
leaderboard,
past? It's a lot of
FNCS.
questions that I know are going to be answered shortly, but it just goes to show the impact of one team's decision and how it affects everything else around them.
Yeah, this is like the shoe put on the other foot. Bryce is the one with that ultimate high ground here. The cards kind of in his hands here to be dealt. But okay. Aegis, Spoyo here, opting to not play the Storm. They want to make a little bit more of a favorable positioning for themselves. I don't blame them. Osid not taking advantage of those fresh builds, though, while they're rotating there. It's going to be missed damage, missed opportunities. That could be reflective of the fact that, again, this is like a newer trio, right? Kind of being introduced to this extreme high-level competitive play. One of the reasons why Kanata wanted to kind of mix it up. But back on over to the action here. Polar, Cynics, Decay, keeping us entertained here. Fight for the top 10 position here remaining against Naps right now. Polar doing a great job here. All at the Demon's Dojo. Things unfolding pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Cyrus kind of watching this unfold from the distance. Decay not even wanting to let this team get too comfortable either.
Yeah, he spotted out the builds, kind of finished building. He knows Zyr's there. And it does look like Zyr's just going to be a big distraction. He doesn't have a shield. He has half HP. He's just trying to buy his teammate time so that way he can make that rotation off the side of Demon's Dojo, potentially trying to get the reboot card for his teammate, or if they potentially have it already, get his teammate back into the game. But for now, they're going to be looking at the long game. Instead of little short wins throughout the course of the game, they're going to be looking for a revive and some big moments to try to finish this one off.
Yeah, no information on where the trio went either, so they're just going to play the rest of this out blind here. Still big eliminations for them. Yamzo Higgs and Clicks right now, coming off that momentum. Ridiculous win.
Why am I offline? I mean, bad connection. I feel like wow. Find the leaderboard, I can't find the leaderboard. No, I couldn't find the leaderboard, but I was shit.
Stream elements. Set. Dragon the Creed is now live. Streaming Fortnite. Fortnite Reload. Chewy Set. Trying to finish this FIFA game as fast as I can.
So I'm calling my thing for sir. You already about to be for wow. I'm gonna finish my thing. Cheap kid, I'll go Vegas.
Chewy bot. Set. Forward now.
Alright. Ano with the leaderboard? Not finding. Oh yeah, okay. Okay.
Chewy bot official. Set. Anybody here?
Give me that tree, now hear me? You hear me?
Chewy bot official.
Yeah, running that
Yeah.
shit. Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, see you. Okay, cool. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, sir. No, some have more points. I was just really 100, so maybe some other than the okay, 18. Okay.
Said. Use code DRAGONC in the item shop. Drop a free Amazon Prime sub. Chewy Butt Official. Said. But him dead offline.
You know that plan. He's saying, oh shit, you know what? Alright, we go. Play. Kick your boy and then we go play Chewy. Go play one. What? He was on he business. Let's go.
Chewy Butt Official. Said. Make sure it unfill.
Yeah, unfill. Make sure it's unfill.
Chewy Butt Official. Said. It's no fill. Chewy Butt
If
Official.
unfill, Chewy.
Said. I just checked the stream.
Make sure, see that Chewy? Chewy. Okay. You don't trust me? You trust your own eye? You trust your own eyes over me, Chewy? Can't believe Chewy. I can't deal with it. Can't believe you trust your own eyes over me, Chewy. That's a foolishness. Can't believe you trust your own eyes over me, Chewy. Man, me say though. Oh my, he get one shotgun. Where up one shotgun? He get SMG. Oh my. The nigga for the oh that's one shotgun show for the edge. He on the edge, he on the edge. Yeah. One man for the teammate, the teammate up too. Now come the nigga for the edge, show right there, so show you. This youth over there, so. See where Chewy come in, right there, so. Where you go? Now come. Shit, we can't, we fucking say I can't man to this, so. He moved to right, Chewy, he moved to right. He got that bottom right there, so. Bro, mark sad people down there. I already even treated the kid man. Bro, he gets it. Bro, I don't know what wrong with the side that we can't man to. But it's very stupid. Chewy, I trade him down there now. Careful, careful. Back up. You see him, Chewy? Come on, right there, so. See back up there. Crack, Chewy, crack! Try you right there, so I move around. Knock, Chewy, knock him. Good, bitch. We need a shotgun. Oh. Take it, jump up, Chewy, take it, jump up. See, jump up there. Chewy, jump up. Alright.
Chewy unofficial. Said. My hands will be BRB.
Alright, cool. Ready in that party? Ready in there? You want a shotgun? Ready in that now? Yeah. You say I'm sweating, go be BRB, and go be off or something, wipe you off or something. Game, that's why I'm so sweaty. Come in a lot of sweat, so. Yeah, sweaty hands, you're gonna freak on me, brother. My hand never sweaty yet, you know. That is it, fully. Give me a Jamaican, I'm not even angry today.
Chewy official. Said. A Trumi touch me here and it get oily.
They say, true, you have the luscious locks there. You know, I'm gonna turn off the heating something. The heat on. I'm gonna in that AC with that heat right now. I'm gonna turn off the heat. Wake up tomorrow.
Chewy official.
Go stream a rest at the CS.
Curls.
And then up. Curls, what? Well, Jerry Curls, whatever, you know. Yeah, I mean, I used to do it so much. Not a backside, brother. I was brother, my play, me have the same ears to cut to me, I have the same thing. Boring you look. Not me, boy. Not me. Miss it. What I do it when I used to do it. So it's chill. But that's too much work. But that's too much work for me. That's too much work for me. Yeah. You see what's up with me? Me 4 year cut me by year and man I come. 3 year, 4 year cut me by year, you know? Man I beam him. 100. 100. Why? Man, clap me in the way. Clap me with it. Show man over there, so by the way. I'm not careful today, I'm here careful, man. Show you the right there, so. You me see? Never angle. Show you the other wall, will come. Show, careful left. See man there?
Shorty official. Said. We never know it could break.
Backside. How could I broke? Oh, we did it. It can't broke again? No, at one point it could have broke. Some season then can't broke. Some season can't broke, man. Seven. But bro, how would they man and my quarter? Me go. Me a healer. You see my life? Take this, you see. Show you the panel, why show you a madman in? You get the nothing part at all. Crack. Crack. Bro, why am I not keep my shoe moving to cover all my life, brother? You see? 100. Knock. I wanna help me, actually. But we know, so we don't have to pay for the brother. Man, one war. Really? Why? They take my place back? On the two right. So you call that okay, knock, bitch, brother. I'm gonna leave you so much. Should you look at that you get it? I'm gonna leave you so much, brother.
Shorty official. Said. Rodian spectate me and tell Creed what me do.
Malacom. Let's see. The inside. Come on, Chewy, me cut out. Come, see that, Chewy, come back. Come. Backside! We are jungle, man. Brother, Jesus Christ, brother. Our white hair, what's up with you?
Shorty official. Said. So Ricardo's still tired.
Nah, I'm out for sit, Anna. Oh, go for sit, Anna. Well, I keep with play for the student, so people gotta go all over the place. Me try to play remember that it seem like I don't know maybe get used to muscle memory what it brother. Boy, I whole for brain power that brother.
Chewy Bun officials.
Me now me talk about me.
As soon 9 o'clock.
Brother, you know much inputs Maxime and Joker head. Brother, good you know much inputs partner I have. We used to play a game and we have like one good 6 or 7 inputs. Brother partner I have more for the brother and no for the Cause Jaja in this. Circus, me say. I don't know. She said she tell us circus. What tell her with circus? A circle the freak. Vampire's assistant. That's a joke in a movie name, so. You know what your vampire's assistant? Search for the freak. Lucida. Yeah, because he left and then somebody else jump out him. Dirty Dogs fan 2 mark, you know. That's it, see it, Shit, what in bunch it. That we see him here, man. So we dead. Goal SMG, that is it. Go to truck it up. So if you want here now. No, over there. Blue in there. Blue in there. Watch it, yeah. What is it? So I really there, so we trade. I mean, I'm gonna get already there. Couple carries, but yeah. That's right. They're not shotgun. What's the one? Ask her you shall receive. Wanna apply careful? Oh no, I'm gonna say what to do. You can carry, okay, go get some G up here.
Chewy Bun official.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Anu USE UA Capo 5 a day.
Where's that security? See, SMG already. Where's the couple? I know you say yeah, couple today. Yeah. Where does you just name couple? You couple stick to know. Yeah, it's a good kill. Me I try to go feed me there water already, you know. Free kill. We know how to watch your back. Throw me there. You get it? Oh, good on, Troy. We go to the other side. Where come? Good one, good. Yeah, sure. When do we go? No, maybe I must show you. My fly where is
Stream
Troy?
official. Says. Amen.
I him. Right us up. Roof 29. 29 for the roof. Man, I can shoot. See, man, that's it. Well, I shoot the vessel. Riches, thank you. Oh, Chuck Cannon. Let's take a couple shoot out of here and then move on. So, Chuck Cannon, who want it? Shit, man, there? Where? Yeah, above my head? Yes, they are above my head. Me a bounce out now. Then they over me there. Me a launch, they might shoot at me. Me a move over. Don't go already, don't go over there. They might shoot at me, see. Chewy, see them. They over there, sir. Where in there, Chewy? Let's see him. Chewy, knock him. Chewy, knock him. Shoot the wall. Shoot it on. Okay, launch, go. See him there? Oh, up there, already. Shoot, in drop off. Crack. Right as a Chewy, right as a. Ready, one monk him? Chewy, one monk him? Crack, white. Oh, your ankle, one for the right, the blue one white. Oh, you see me achieve over there? You see him? Master cover! Chewy in there. He on Chewy. We have bunks up. Oh, shit, the game glitch! My game glitch just a while ago! Bro, we hate this game now. Bro, the game that's glitch up me dead, brother. The game that's friggin' glitch me dead, brother. The game friggin' glitch me dead, me not bunks all over the place. What is still alive? That not work. You glitch me dead, brother. I mean, like one shot.
Said.
You see, huh?
Use code DRAGONCA.
You see how I'm coming now? Oh, good try.
Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Oh, why I keep on excited how that if you ask the answer. A cruciform brother. Tu viens sur l'idée, là, tu viens dire comme dans un coup, vas-y. Mais c'est moi qui chante à Bosso, non? Oh, I'll fire that.
Oh shit, you want cars? Make sure like a protection the way they want it.
Lock protection.
I put it up first one of them. I shoot the temple. But that ain't not good. Watch your Lucifer. It's one of them.
What the hell I do? There's some right there now.
Why has it? Why fuck we don't guess?
Man, I shoot at the tree. Man, I shoot at the tree. I go back.
What's that?
I'm right beside you, brother. What?
Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys.
You ever see Mama see snipers? Complete, no? Complete. Yeah, we can get full. Man, I saw, I saw. Yeah, bunker. He's right here. Brother? Okay, now listen to me. Man, I test so. Right, this snipe, but the same man snipe. No? Man, move on. Show your fight, show your fight! Show your fight! Show the shut up. The box and the man will look up, man will look up, brother, man will look up, boy. You want to eat the man awareness, brother, man awareness too good, brother. I mean, I want to find my shoot, me, I'm gonna leave go there. Man, I shoot at me. Right, man, we get back stuff, man. She man, what is happening? Chewy, right there, so. Man, chew on that bunker. Where is she? Right there, so. Which one is the right there, so? What do you see?
Chewy Bun Official. Said. Watch the loot there.
You ever get loot? Watch a wood for loot. Watch here, that's a nice loot, boy. So I'm gonna play somebody to snipe him, man. Oh, purple, I'm good. Got me there. See me there? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Probably a chewy. Shut up, what's that? No, what problem? Somebody that snipe, no. What are you getting? Well, someone must have chewy take you. Man, I snipe up the way. That bush. I try to find a man, I snipe up to snipe them, but I can't see. Come on, them there. Oh no, where man must snipe from? Oh, so you don't shoot from me, see them now, see them. What cover you? What shoot at the stone? I know them there. Shoot at the stone. Oh, they snipe me as they move. Good. Let's snipe. On top of me. I'm a beautiful minis and gun. See you. Oh man, you want to copy your head? Oh, I'm a bitch. Me a style too. Brother, oh my god. When I put up top of my snipe up there, man. $100 again, 100, 150, 200. 105 people. I don't know he's with him, 105 him too. No, man, what up? I'll be my lady. I shoot him on the bunker. I shoot him on the bunker. They see me, I shoot him out. The bunker, shoot him the bunker. Man, try to snipe me same way. You snipe him? Box size, what they cut me to? If I move, and I know heals. Yeah, 2 the point of 2. Give me that. Maybe cut. Now move. Box side. Knock. Of course, with you. When me them there. Brother, we hate this bush, you know. Everybody else can see video, you see. You see. Why? You know what? Shit, wrong place. Brother, wrong position, eh? We did the same way. Can't do no one better. I mean, what made me know say man go shoot from behind, eh? Should him was. You get knocked in there, bitch, yo. You bitch, yo. You want to want purple pump all loot, you bitch, yo. I want to still. No, 0, we get +0. All that. Oh, +1 is 0, boy. You know, people are coming and come drink juice. Check your bush. Zero bills rough with it. I'm not paying no bunker, no cheap, but no movement to those. Yeah. We did it right, so. We did that, couldn't do nothing. Oh, she turned down there. We did that stuff. Oh my god. I'm sure. I'm trying to jump on my last month. What's up, man? It's like my wheels pay. We're up on the edge. We can touch us on the edge. Oh, that, Chewy! Say, alright, Chewy. I wonder who. Yeah, we have a shotgun way in there. You might go in the house or move. Where I come? Go kill him there now. Go kill him there. We trust him. Where I bounce for? Where I come? Chewy, bunker. Chewy, bunker. Where I come? Way in there. Mark, way in there. Where I bounce over, way in there. See what bounce for there? Where I come? See there? Where I bounce. 100. 103. Knock to wait, with the song. I want to report from you know. For them, 3, they white. We report about shotgun, we pump him, one knock, see the 3, we knock him now. White, go down, jump down already. Do that move, jump down, then white. Then white, ready, just jump down. Brother, see my eel there. Crack. Oh shit, man. It might be now. Please say I'm good. The world team had over this so. Freaking world team had over this so. My phone people never say you in good then no. Should we go come in on Thursday? I'm gonna try rotating, you know? Now they come in, you know. Yeah, they come in, they rotating. I try this one good. Try to save if you can. Because I'm not near you. You try to save? We're not there. We're not there. Welcome. Welcome right now. Go, my launch over. In the power, I've been. Wanna go? Which? Ready, come up over now. Man, me too, come in. Ah, come on. He made us stop corner. There. Yeah. Yeah, me see. Behind. Behind the wall. Block side! Not a box, I don't know, kill myself. Much damn team. Man, just stay steady. Bro! Bro, me gonna shoot up. Oh, man, drop me gonna shoot up. Oh, I'm gonna get one to kill him. Long John Silver. And more man, come here. Come on, Long John Silver, you can't win that. Come on, man, come here, Long John Silver. Come on, knock. They knock it back to back side. We give back Long John Silver and kill him. Crack. We crack one, we give Long John Silver and kill him. If I'm that odd. What? Pretty sure it's been a nice college a long time. Move, man. Brody, move. Me brother, I'm no look, me just born. Brother. I legit just born, me not no good. That's fine. You want me loot, bro? Show me on jetpack. One side! Run in. Run, see that. Come on, let's start. We coming up. We're gonna change the jetpack. Ah, Paul, Chewy, knock him. Yeah, Chewy, knock him, Gabo. Chewy, knock him. I come down. Man, I come for me. Alright, look, I'm good. And he now powered back over. That's nice to him. Welcome. So jetpack. Jetpack, we kill Orja. What the hell? Bunker! See that they over here, so they import their own point. Show me. My game crash. That's so nice.
Chewy Bun official. Set.
Young Crash Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Chewy Bun official. Set.
How you may expect you there?
Spectate me.
I'm hungry. Quick, go down! Shit, they shoot him. Sure, okay, next time. What did you go next time I launch
Type. Set. Use code DRAGONC in the item shop.
You launch already, right?
Drop a free Amazon Prime sub.
It's in the box on it. Side, yeah. No, why essa penalty? They bought me in, no? Chewy just trade. We cut them far, you're free. Chewy. When somebody find them, we cut them, we just fling over, we muscle. Thanks. Chewy, clear bushes, Chewy, serious. Right side, water. Where the bush there? Should we go calm on, right? 100, already tell it. 100 behind the tree, the tree just looking for 120. In behind the tree, that's all right, you see, right? That's all, where the water come down. Shoot the tree, Curry, shoot the tree. Who is still behind it? Think he's still behind the tree, no? I wrote it, way. One fella left. You guys see that? In that bush. Give me to the same one, so. Right side, man, boy, right. John, we're right there. John there. Shit, don't get close. Should heal. Chewy, a clap one. Oh my god, what behind Chewy? Jesus Christ, what is that one, God? In behind John now, John get knocked. John our mama have one white hair. John miss. When you just jump up man? You ready to my friend? John come here. You see you turn that football play bad boy. No, they just see him as somebody else and shoot after, as somebody else and shoot after. Yeah, John. Curse. Kai son at Vice Carter stream today. Kai Vice Carter but Kai son at stream aspires too. Brother, 124,000 people are watching with you. What do you? Why? Man, I should have told me what you mean. 100. Oh my god, he's so white, man, white! 21 white, that's like 19. Oh man, the deal with him so wicked. Bro, just Frank go help him 29 bush at the so. He had a one shot, he was 29 bush, in bush to left, your bush to left, to your left. Right, that's so I come down, I jump up on him, man. My white too, man, he focus on that shield over. I don't TV part, that's so I help the TV. 2 man for him, in a corner. In a corner, in 2 other corner. What do you say? There, now the TV kid out of water. The game a glitch. We are fight. Oh my man, oh, we missed the last shot there. 20 white in there, 20 white in there. The Emma Frost silver one white, but G drink no water, we got my dollar. May I come down to it, may I come down. Ready in 124,000 people are watching. Prepare left side, I come round. Shit. Kai said that I can't tell stream. Crack, knock one. Ready, we need your help. We knock one, come now. 2 knock. Crack. Knock 3. May I reload? May I reload, you got that ready, you got that? Good one. Come on, man. Wing man, he dead? Okay. I know. So, We are raising, raising. Oh, we get to kill this one. Move now, youth! Man, I shoot that away. See there? Me now have a shotgun. Huh? Oh, backside, move! Friggin' shit. The man see me. 3 man behind you. Then I one, okay. Ready? Come help him, you know? Man, I go back down. Me I go back to him too. Me double back with
Chewy
him.
Butt Official. Said. Grab them.
In trap
Chewy Butt
them.
Official. Said. Him pickaxe me.
In pickaxe him, huh? They don't have hole, guys. We are shooting your wall. Careful with it, eh? What did she go though? You have the angle. We have the angle. You wanna go in? Where you wanna go in for? They go have more light down, we idiot. Crack. Where they coming now, crack? White. Knock one. Where do you wanna come for? You good? Knock another one. Knock another one. Then, team eliminated, bitch of devil. That, yeah. Man, this I say go, brother, I have legit 16 minutes. Man, I should have always been here nice. We have 16 minutes, brother. 16 minutes. Blah, because. What a fight! What a fight! 3 wickets! When there's already with the air and a face, brother, I'm gonna give a shit. Already with air and a face.
Chewy Butt Official. Said. I did mine.
Get
Chewy
it
Butt
what?
Official.
But then there it is.
Said. It good.
Mr. Them! Ready, brother! Me there. Mr. Iphone! What about shoot out of me there? 100. A Hulk. Right, he move for me too. Somebody call him up. I'm a teammate, my fight still, so I don't know what you're doing. Chewy knock one. Chewy knock one. Thursday Chewy, if you come back down. You know? Well, you're after that, shoot after good shot Chewy, if you come down. You can't come back already. Oh, well, no worry. Let's see. Let's not that way.
Chewy Butt Official. Said. Knock 2.
Knock 2.
Chewy Butt Official. Said. They're one low.
Right here. I'm coming. Please say gatekeep. See him there? They take the sniper. Man, move out. Funny, bro. Sorry, I call him on the hand like it, but. May I go support him? May I look at angles? Yeah, may I look at angles? May I go? I'm not see him. I'm seeing him now. 100. Oh my, one shot. You want me to watch that only one shot it up? The whole one shot. The whole shot, one shot. He just dead. If I hold, let it hold, did one shot, no one hold that. Only we can jump on him, mark him, we can jump on him, we can't call him, you know. Now jump on him, I'm over there. Oh, shit, man, right there, so. No, that not good, that not good. No worry. That's nice. Brother, me almost got 2 man shotgun, man, so. Brother, me dead. Me dead. Why does somebody shoot him another one, and one man knock him out like this, so. Chewy! Come on, man, Chewy, I'm saying like, box him in there? Oh. I'm gonna move, come and see more, man. Chewy 2 seconds. Alright. Shit. What? Okay. Alright. Okay. You see first shot? Let me see second shot, connect. You like Mark real? You Mark real with her? You like Mark? Can I see the up to you as me? I see the up to you as me. Brother, I see the up to you as me. That mean that very smart with what? What more do? Me get little guys supply job right? The heat machine now. One big part. Oh my god, the bit of I guess. See how many are there's on one in there. Well, 7 minutes yeah, shotgun, okay, thank you. Simple things in there. Yes, oh. My teammate over here. Look, silence kill go now. Knock him! Crack! Me knock a kill one man over there, move. Teammate reboot good. Really out there? Simon is here, guys, here. Police. Simon is there. See that? May I watch phone, brother, do the thing. Teammate there. I one guy now. I one guy for the bunker. Anytime no one person in the car. In gone? In there? You sure? Man of vessel. You know he did there still. Me I go check what Chewy me and you. Chewy my own door, Chewy door home. In gone for real. Chewy, jet back. I don't like it now, so I'm going back. No, you're going to Chewy, can More these shots too. 5 teams and we're only what I hold the whole teams. No. Shoot the gun, please. One sheep of me, man. Order to best. 14 people, 14 teams. One of them can't shots. Come on, man. Brother, 4 team, now we a new team. A 4. Actually, are we on the team them now? Two other teams. For rotate, come on. Nothing on this. We reach. Come, we take it quick. We reach, come. No team up here, come. No team up here that we did alright, that's shit chill. Ready, me need my peak. You see them? Tell me if you see. Come. See him there? Go! Now go on, come, get him! In that sheep over! No, to the tree wall, come! Shit! Shotgun. Brother, shotgun the man I'm looking with, brother. Shit, so we go on there and the man, so we go on there and look at my on the other side of the wall, brother. You couldn't even help people. See next thing you know. So we go on there and get one big fat pump on the other side of the wall, could even help him. I'm working. Oh my god. You see my man there? The man there? Oh god, brother, oh god, a food. Oh man, good circle, you. Good circle, me not take nothing from you. They get overconfident a while ago. Yeah. See man there, so you not kidding? Man get overconfident a while ago and get beam. See that? He might give up in game. Anyway. If I never, they never have that high ground, brother, then dead boy. Cause the man give up himself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And them still talk about rice free kick.
Free button official. Said. The boy invader in live and activate him hacks we caught him.
Boy, you have to be. You have to be Chewy. More better be now, you have to be Chewy. The boy activate he hacks him like my life running, you know. The boy invader. Yes, it's Chewy that they say call him. Yeah, boy, Chewy. Send me them, I send it to every free quick. That's the boy who I get on. May I jump on the live now? May I jump on the live right now too?
Said. LOL, it looked like a one internet something.
I don't know, internet something. May I always start telling you, boy, we see hacks, boy. Chewy, let's get way on. Don't get telling no foolishness. Hmm? What's that? Some man. Oh, Ricardo? No, I'm gonna drive back home, brother. Show me my jetpack, yo. Man, for me shit.
Chewy Bun Official. Said,
Man, I just
I crashed for a second, I'm coming now.
Bob said the man grab gun and grab me. What the shit for this? Ready? Full grey superhero skins. Yes. You might go towards the host right now. You might go towards the host right now. Okay. I'm gonna make it run. I'm gonna make it fly. I'm gonna make it fly, brother. Don't worry. Right to like, not gonna carry on. Shit, my man, so. Chewy, right there, so. I don't know about this beat, like, cause, Chewy, my name is here. My healing now. Chewy, my healing now. Crack. Chewy, right there, so. In behind the door. One shot. Crack. Chewy, one shot. Good shot. Alright, Chewy. You move for the Chewy, you do all the work, you know. I took it out no life. Okay, got it. 1 minute, Chewy. Oh, you got the burst? We can hit a minute? Alright, a minute. Alright, we're good, we're good. We get this. We need a shotgun that side. Was. Wanna fly down Chewy. No lie. Chewy wanna come in. We're here. You wanna kill Chewy? We're amongst father. You don't say Chewy. Oh, you upstairs, you know? Chewy kill him already to box side up. We don't know the tight end and everything. Get downstairs. Wanna fly down again, Chewy? Really know? Look at that. Oh. You and I get you. So I guess you and I get 1 man born and she don't sneeze. Oh, you missed a loop. Oh. What you gone? What you with this video? Never watch it. Chewy the video now. Go wait, fuck that. Shit man see me. So you see me this so? Put them on the right side, look at the money now. The money legit decide to key me. The man get a little one. Not fight? Oh, man up to right out there so sorry. Man decide to key me, he get a little touch. You know, so them man are too hyper aware. If you go anywhere near them, they know see you there. We need help, we need heals. We are flashing. You need. Get to a look. You need the heals, so you're not supposed to also look a bit close to you. One spot out, but they did it, yeah. So, they did. Now, no, nice. No good, man. I care about me before we are to me care about now. Vai tree help again. Go tree. You know what I feel? You see anything me I do here? Come here. Come here, man. You do it a minute so while ago. One launch all over such a way? Alright. You want. Oh, the launch pad. What another help out.
Chewy Van Hawk Mitchell
Yeah?
said,
Man, I'm sorry. What are we there? Still love me. No. The man right there, so. It's fine. Oh, me move it. But come go kill him, man. Come legit think say that when we kill him, man. We see Chewy not show him to see the Chewy gone over to him, man. Chewy try to go over to him, man. Grab Chewy one dead. Me kill him, Chewy. Me kill him. We are heal. We are heal. Do you think? Welcome, welcome. Thursday, welcome. Lovely. We are she bubbles and bunkers, you know. Backside, the man, shoot up town. No? She bubble. We see the TV, we see the TV. The man for the edge is star. We see what, yeah, come here, me get shot! Bro, the man that shoot me, the man was cheat. No, brother, the man was cheat today, brother. But the man just whip me. The man come, buy the cup dog. Me need the grappler. The man best already, you know, best so. How much? You want to go? Me I try go, go. In my road, see the white. White! Location, Enoch. There, be kidding. Man over here right side already, they were watching me. Bear move. No, don't go. Bear go to your right, so. Oh shit! Backside! Man, knock him, go, press. Come on, go ahead, go. Come on, go. Encourage him, go. Go na fight. Brother, me come there. White that ear, Chewy. Enoch. Chewy, knock him on there, so. No assist, Enoch him. But what Enoch him do? Oh, we find it. Lock. Yeah, we find it, lock. No. We're going to put the heels up here, so. Look, he comes. I'll shoot him. 100. Knock. Turn him, look. Dead. We are good on. Can't help him right now. Come to let's go heal. No, man, never leave. Man, buddy. So I'm in here. See me here. Ready? Okay, sir. Man, I'm over here, by the way. Chewy the scene. Yo! Be dead. Man, that's all. I'll shoot me in front of that all. Ready? Be good. Chewy, she bubble. Chewy, she bubble me down. Chewy, she. Take me up, Chewy. Don't take me off me like no deal. Bro, you have to learn this style, you know. Chewy! Drop me. Why? You play the screen. Way up. Backside. I forgot. No, that's my great something. Then we part tough. You're on top. The boss of Stevie. Yeah. To get to them. Come over. Go launch. Go to right. Okay, money now. Cover. Well, heals also one first drop grappler, eh? Money now, me know. Well, heals. I'm gonna get heal, we get one heal, tap guy. Get heal. Where? What is up? Welcome. Me go to the back road. One blue hat my air, one big part already, big part. Respect me, G. Through the door, they look me marky. Show you get the help back, show you. Believe you. Okay, good, okay. You take you? One blue hat my air on myself.
Ruivan official.
We have one there, man.
Said. It y'all look scary.
Purple air. What looks scary? Yeah, brother, in the scary, brother. Man, did it. Can I stop? No, I'm good. Man in there. Play today, am I in? Or the man take you up. I two in there on the other side. They can't get. Come, we're playing the hit. Come. Man in there. I'm pop next. Well, tell me something up here. From someone man there. No, come clear ground floor first. Clear ground floor first. We are playing hip. Come through over here.
Joeybot official. Said. This is our room.
Show somebody else in there though. That man have
Joeybot official.
big part of this, sir.
Said. Stick.
See that? The man shoot outside. No, see that footstep right there, though. Sure, you say I want to stay there, Ruben, though. Like, but me not like the two door there thing, though.
Joeybot official.
Where?
Said. The Goonam is shoot up.
Where in there? In for the rooftop. Few minutes that yeah, man. You want purple one?
Joeybot official. Said. Come stay in at this room.
Show me like the two door opening there now. They want to shoot at the goon and shoot up at top. Shoot a snipe, boy! Brother, I'm here to two. You know, me I stay in the car there. Wait there. Brother, pure fathers, brother! Chewy, come here, sir, come here. Chewy, come. Chewy, there, sir. Chewy. We can't go there. Chewy. Yeah, Chewy, come. We have a space here. Come here, sir, Chewy. Oh, Chewy, go there. Yeah, Chewy, one like a space.
Type it. Said. Use code DRAGONC in the item
I'm
shop.
going there.
Drop a free Amazon Prime sub.
I'm going there. Man, try to put him up. You can't see him.
Joeybot official. Said. Use code DRAGONC in the item shop.
Chewy, I'm free green, huh?
Drop
Canada,
a free
yeah, no.
Amazon
We Canada,
Prime
yeah,
sub.
no. Chewy, I'm free green, Chewy, love copy message. You can't go? Then I find food tomorrow from going. Cut out! We've cut. Where we cut this? We're not sure we're not going to see a goal now.
Joeybot official. Said.
We have to move, come!
Play.
See man, they come! Play late! How about that? Him up! Good shot! Him up move! We have to see behind the tree. Maybe behind the tree, one of them. Good one. We are come. We are look. No, we are looking last one. See there. Backside tree on me. We in there. Backside miss the shot. You wanna miss? White. Knock out. Yeah, capo. Boy, I'm gonna try to go up to me, brother. I'm gonna try to run up to me, brother. I say shit. What is it? Let me keep on the back there. Good win, guys. Poor fuck is it? Yeah, man, champion 32. Thank God. You know? Go on, what the boy? Ricardo! We missed you too. He has been asking for you for a while. Ricardo?
Joeybot official. Said. How Goon did alive for so long.
Me don't know good alive. Wait, heard the Ricardo. Me don't know good alive so long. Me don't good. I mean, look at the Irish. So exactly the way which and then like man them can't shoot. They don't shoot from far than that. Me don't understand how to good alive, boy. Good was good in boy. Mm-hmm. Alright, now we're supposed to win every game. We're recording there now. No, I hear no excuses. You're not cap. You're not maestro. You're not maestro. You can't come training late. You be a start. I you alone. I will tell you. Who tell you go all the way a river go a Satan? Who tell you go a Satan all the way a river? Bet you not get no front. You get front? Huh? Oh God. We make what? Wait for him. Put a link. I no water fall. I water it and I head on the water. Up your ass. Oh, we go Tremina? Tremina go. Then PP gas. Oh. Oh, better. Someone else drive. Oh, because if you hit for drive co-worker along this and not get no front and your gas a punk your box. Set. Una like the co-workers to me? You want to have a co-workers invite me out and I'm like, brother, I'm like, not much more to, I don't know. I like your co-workers, boy. Exactly. When I see him, think, what do you? I'm almost like, yeah, okay, so. That's nice. So they always say they 1 year. We don't trust none of them, but you know. So that's it. Oh, we don't know how to be anchored, man. Were they female co-workers though? Me not going nowhere with you see my most scam up, brother, me not ready, you know. Tell you something, not take chance. Me not going no, brother. Our room, me make sure something like alone with female co-workers. So talk kind of way, so. I make sure me not take no chance. I'll wait, you know. Yeah. One jog. Yeah, you can come out of llamas though. You can come out of llamas. They have not put them anyway. Why this not the plant? Oh, you can't find it. True. What you do? Oh, what do you actually listen? So when can decide to go all the way over, so what made you possess you after you done the exam? You want these stress? Oh wait. You're not getting no from me. You get an eggs though, my friend. I know you get an eggs, brother. We have 4 we can use and more. But we still, question still stand. Me not appreciate man one. Great to see man, brother, my brother. That's what a girl with shiny rifle, brother. God. Pretty much I said. We have to choose. But we are friends. When they, so I tell us, man, oh my God, we produce it. Then Gloria said, "What tree? You're friends up with us." We're like, and nature I intentionally have friends that no friends that are that are more attractive than my wife. Whatever they don't say, we tell them straight. Right. So yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true, brother. Yeah, no, because they say, you think most of the time male friend, I think basically you have male friend, you can more attractive than me. You're mad, I shoot them, quick, get 20, 30. Let me see, man. Crack. You want to move cross? But more team over there already, you know? Yeah, more team over there. Run on already, Ricardo. There we call them there with you. Come, we're frag. Chewy, you want kills? Murder! Touch! What? Not good one, Ricardo. You're back right there. You see your hands straight. Me know you didn't back your fist, you know.
Chewy Baja official. Set. Capo at forward.
Capo for Ricardo Capo today? We can't just be actually boy can't rule in. I just become Capo, so not a boy. I think you put match us. Man away, so.
Chewy but official. Set.
No, what I
Me say me a forward.
Oh, you are forward. Oh, you are forward. Oh. Oh, true. Remember next week, you said $10 line, so you can get it for them. Man, I fly out that ear. You are sending no money? You are sending money? You shut up your mouth. You are sending money?
I
You are
charity
sending money?
876. Set.
Terry, baby!
Saj 3 munch, Saj 3 munch, Saj 3 munch, Saj 3 munch.
What's up, Cherry,
Chewy
baby?
but official. Set. Ricardo just come off the bench.
Yeah, he just come off
I
like
charity
this, man.
876. Set. Saj 3 out, Saj 3 out, Saj 3 out.
Shoot, Terry, remember me next month to prime sub to you. Come in, me invade that first. Man, you're going to ministry,
Chewy
you
but
see.
official.
Now go.
And Squirtle have been injured.
In the injure, inside, come here, the people. Upstairs. In the room, guys. In the room, here. Come on.
I charity 876.
See me up. Brother, don't worry, me get in.
Next month is crazy.
Yeah. Why you lift me up so much? Next one
I
crazy?
charity 876.
Fuck's sake, Cherry, me all I remember yesterday. Next
No
one
habla
crazy.
inglés.
No habla inglés. Para años. I never remember my word for sub. Para años, whatever that. Sub. I never remember my word for sub. Better me not know he just.
I charity 876.
You got that right? I took that?
Me no remember Dada Ross.
Yeah, look at he is, brother. Yeah, but we'll get to it. Not match
I
out.
charity 876. Set. Also, why you shouting?
Watch out. Match out. Probably just look. Box time, man, they already called up for real. Me have shock people. Suck your body boy video. 100. 100. But the man leave me down. White. In white. You remember Ricardo? Then suck your mother. May I click that too. Cherry, click that for me. Suck your mother. May I click it for myself too, you know. When me hear your sound, so tell the man suck him out quick. So you go boy. Show it, man, I come here, little. Show it, stop text and play game, brother.
Chewy but official. Set. Cereza. Suboka EST Major de Grande.
But, oh, show you find me. You find up say it. For them. What kind of you did? Box time, man, to me. Me gone, brother. Me gone. Man, reach your frig. Man, reach your frig. Yes, sir, because it'll stand up. It's firm, my friend. Backside, man, away, so too. Brother, on the call, no? You know that serious, man? I just found out. Yeah. Get rough, boy. You me see? Should we get marked, boy?
Chewy but official. Set. Me did knock one but him rest.
Where is it? Should we need a mic, Pio, honestly. Come in near enough, pick on get the turn, so. Come here, boy. Come here. Just, oh, boy, not picking that card. We know we meet one cheater. We meet one cheater, but we meet one of them, man. We want to call me already in the same exact way. I see a pattern, so that's how we know it's my cheater. Chewy, man in there? Man in there, Chewy? That's Chewy, market man in there. I come in there with you. Me there, Chewy, me see him. Me see him behind. Come on, Peter. Peter, bitch. 21, 21. In behind the building, He wanna come in. No, watch it. Watch it up the wall. Me know. Watch shoot at the wall. We can't get another angle. On the next time now. Come to my over next time. Backside time code. Let's shock him. Guys, go for yourself. We are bunk, you know. We have bunk. Never code next time, guys. Watch him. Show it, Storm. Be there, that's all. We need heals. Man, I come here, you know. Me a splash. You got your minis, you got it? You help machine gun? Shit, we help machine gun. Who that child? No. If someone was going there, so you should have shoot it. Yeah, mad man, you know. Me know come now. 3 minutes. Through the truck. Through the truck, we are shoot on the wall, them. Shoot, come on. So come now. Brother, we have to move, you know. Good one, we are shoot out. Boy, I'm not touch it. Oh. Ready in. Ricardo, what the freak just happened? The man in tank is solved that much with them. We should have posted up. We should have rotated. That you already be helping them. Watch the Jeffrey the Goose Egg. Man, the next time man side. At least you don't lose none. Jaja, rough.
Chewy Bun official. Said. Dumpy Cave, come on.
Thanks, you clip cherry. Me tell me to. Dumpy Caves time? Ah, long time, Chewy. We post the clip here now. I can't just post click some mouse and Vino alone today. Full top mama burn. Contract killer. Me know the 45 like me and but nigga. So how's the trip recorder? You enjoy yourself? Rico? You know what wobbly? Why would you walk wobbly? Brother, aren't you like 250 pounds? However current must have push you. You are not. Ricardo, you're not 220. Ricardo, you're not 220. You're not 590. You already need to stop lying. First of all, me at 233. Yeah, exactly. I already did it. Brother, ready. If anything kind of taller than I said, you kind of 5'8" and 3/4. How you are 5? Okay, cool. Oh boy, oh boy. No. Fancy it. In 2 bills, wait a what? Way more than Ricardo, that's crazy. You got 231, 32, 34. Yeah, but why, bro? That's what you trying to go to. Because me a shin swing like me a whole of muscles the only thing me only have two I only have two pathways to get rid of that. Me I like I remuscle my foot them and that me now do that because me now go train my foot them because if me get injured me can't go work. Or me lose weight and that's why I lose weight. Mm-hmm. Because you eat too much weight panny, exactly. Yeah, we can't. Because we could have just must I'll not put them bigger. We could have just add do some more foot leg. We call it push leg machine and stuff. But me not do anything there, brother. Because when we get injured, brother, me I'll stop because me can't go work. And my work is dependent upon me moving up and down. So me not doing it. Exactly. Man, go so slide tackle me out of work, me and you at least you pay my month, you know, me get paid my hour, you know. But you have to take them things into account. Exactly, I'm taking them things into account, brother. Exactly. Man, but I smoke we put the car and go play with somebody when they go, oh, fat slide tackle, now you can't walk, go over. And it drew piss with them. Oh, actually, that. Oh, shit, sorry. Brother, I mean, I know they ain't do it, brother. We give man vibes, brother. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Chewy, jetpack. I don't know if you want it. But I'm money, I don't know. 2,000 we have. Broke. When we use auto, when we play around, we use auto goal because you can't pinch pennies there this. You have to just buy everything because you don't know how go on. No boy can carry me round no corner. Because show me no banana. Tree helper in the memory of Sonia when she did a circus. Cirque the Freak. We can remember Cirque the Freak, the vampire's assistant. Remember the show Cirque the Freak, the vampire's assistant? Grappler Chewy. You say you want a man, you want to give a man a big pot, a big ball. So you want a big pot, yeah. You want to give man, see that Ricardo you want those, man, first instinct, yeah, man. You know, man, you want to give Ricardo a big pot, man. Okay, I have all the shit, I've got all the things I need. No, but where are you going ready? You know, where are you going ready? Stop moving, please stop moving. Oh, by tree. Fuck, said general. I don't know. They might go shoot up the tree. A tree, they shoot up the. See that? From the hill. They're going at this. You see what we're man? For the hill. Man on me! No, they were there so. We just see put it right there so. They were there so. No, brother. Fuck sake. You don't have Chewy. Chewy see man actually I fight the man then. I don't know why you're not looking at the man for the fight. But there Chewy, but there. Man, put something in there. See, through there, see? I shoot it through there. In there, he machine still through it. Oh, back up. Me have a tactical. Show it, me I show it by he machine, one there, he machine. Show you, I go film. We can go, you know? You ready? Me I get what angle. He move. Make it on. So you try this though because you're ready so. The island, which island? Right? That's what you know? See them back here? Kill him, good on Ricardo. No, we say good side. Large one, guys, large one, my round shield up, guys. Back side for the tree top. Me hit for the tree top. One of rotate power, guys. They nice time, more call him. Right, that's it, guys. They're he machine, you know. Why you not peek out? What can okay. Thanks. Look at up, left side up. Look at I'm fly that here. What else did I shoot me? We make a shot from out to the right, that's down, that's up. Back side up! Me a bunk. Me get the shot from the right side. Chewy, get him? Chewy kill him? Okay. Cannon me. Man, apply that here. Get beams. Wide, crap. Touch, 28. Left. Man, I should probably say that. Careful. You see him? May I come. Back side. Receiver. Crack. You behind the tree, you can go shoot the tree. No. What? You behind the tree, same way. See that? Bro, when do you say behind the tree now? Yes, because the team has 4. White! He shot me! Like this out there, woman! White, behind the tree, yeah. Box side wall! Man for the house. No! No! Box side, man, there. Guys, nobody have heals? 14. They for the house. Yes, ready for the big house, yeah? Sniper. We need minis or heals. Anybody have that? Carl, shoot me if you are, man. Where are you? Shoot me. More one come cut it, that's it. Then is there. Come. I had minis, man. In the name of Sanya. I go for the top of the hill. I have 1 and 6 minutes. Okay. We can't give the money back in the careful. I don't know because of this. You see? Shock me with the car by side. Bush. He shot me with that bush. Because I'm not going back in. Rico, you good? Man, fly down. See that? Crack. Me there with you. Me a come here. Man, I come here achievable. Move for the rope fight in there. And shot with this. See there. Kill him on now. Crack. Hold it there. No. Dead. We can't wait there. So which one is up? Bro, we there, so we mean achievable with thing. So all of we there just here. We don't get it. We are here. Ready? Go up a little bit here. Here. See me there. You see a little could I kill? Yeah, probably you're seeing more deal. No, nobody there. Come. E-machine. You like it okay that? Ricardo, rotate. Rotate to the left. See that? You see them? Then I push you. 14. Then I push you. Right, so. Then another bush, guys. You don't move over there. 14. 14, 27 right there, so. Then we have a tree. Which one? Yeah, let's see. More shot them out, more shot them out, more shot them out. Gone, good one. Behind the house, we see the tree, we see tree. Good knock. Enough. Chewy. Oh my god. Make it chewy, make it chewy. Make it chewy. Bonkin. Bonkin. Come in, chewy. We got chewy, we got chewy. You have any chewy for that? No. See help back on this chewy. Somebody shot me out. You might drop on you. We see him. See him there. Bro, man, behind tree. Careful. See him there. Move to your right, move to your right, move to your right. Oh, they're right, behind tree. They're behind tree. Frank down, pop them. White. Man, just shoot me. We have shock out, more shock out. We there, we'll show you. Show it. Bunk in. We have two sides, we have perfect side tree. Come, perfect bunk. They must come out, they must come out. They're behind tree. Crap. Shoot on the tree, shoot on the tree. They're right there, shoot on the tree. Shoot on this tree, guys, and then push me here, so. Chew it in there, chew it there, chew it there. Chew it, kill him. Chew it. Chew it, calm down. Oh my god, chew him on that bush. Me tell you, me know say man to that bush. No matter. Chew him, man, calm down so we can get up to you and support you. Let's see. May I come there? She may not get the bullet, let me know. Look at bullet. So I'm gonna show you how you play slower. Right side, me have one bunk. Me have one bunk. Me have one bunk. May I look out? May I look for him? Maybe.
Reba official. Said. The captain knows when to attack and defend.
No, you know, attack this a while ago, Captain. You make a bad attack. Man, just so. You might come on. You might come on.
Reba official. Said. I died for the patch.
You die for the match?
Reba official. Said.
Wrong.
And Ellie made it 2 out of the game.
Wow, what? No. To your right, what do you do? Say man never behind a tree. They're probably in the bush there. I bush there. Now stand for the bush up. You guys stand for the bush? Stand for the bush? You could stand for the bush right there, so. Just stand him up be aside. Mongo take supply job, but. Man, I'm going right there, so. Big nose. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he move. See there? White, knock! Turns down. Shoot you out. The man can't get the man. Fuck, sir. I told you, man, that bush, see there? Shoot on the tree, see there, shoot him. White. Me a bunk. Me just show them bunk a long time, white. See, man, I move. He might try to get you raised. He might try to get you raised. He might right there, so. Dead now. You know why left side I'm talking about? When I shock you boat, you know? Ready, we can't spray this out. Spray this out, man, spray it out. Spray it out, yeah. Ready, we need a little help. That's fine, we are shoot out this. We don't want the money there, so SMG bullets. Ricardo, me have to you help me now. Where is exactly see man? Yeah. Where's that? And man, him still there. Give me SMG bullet now. See man, I'm moving now. We have to move. We have to move. We have to move. We have shockwave. We have shockwave. Box, you're more bump off. Me dead. Me dead, brother. So we have to move. Don't worry, if you can. Oh, where is the bunker? This bunker, right? Sure. Okay, you got it. Good one, Ricardo. Me have shockwave. Me dead, Ricardo. We gotta kill him. Kill Ricardo, good try. Right, man, wait me. I did it? Oh, shit. Oh, you reach with me. Good one, boy. I did two there, lonely.
Chewy Bun official. Said. Freak get on the bench.
When we get on the bench, why? Me not want to kill him, me want to kill him, Ricardo get zero, Ricardo be on the bench. Exactly. Me score one goal.
Chewy Bun official.
Oh, me slide tackle my whole team.
Teammate.
Slide tackle me. Oh, me can't say no against it. Can't say no against it. That's fully right. Me slide tackle my own team. Me slide tackle my own teammate. True. Brother, I didn't see the man on the side left side. I'm not focus for that. And brother, me no want hear nothing from Tuan, you know, because Taro the own protection. Rockside. No liar. Me try to see a shield. Me see a bunker. Me try to see one of them. Oh, alright, okay, cool. You get so running. You. Don't tell me no. That's fine. That's clear. You don't like 5-5. Then make sure the offense can protect both.
You were the center back you are supposed.
Me not know center back Rockside. Me not know center back. What I'm gonna get slide tackle. My friend Dodo. Get your own protection, brother. I pick behave like Coutinho. Behave like Coutinho. I think so. Me I go protect like Van Dijk. Protection. Where you want shoot man from afar? Where you want shoot from afar? Yeah, you want protection. You know which time we don't have bunkers and stuff.
Chewy Bun official. Said. Be a co-play striker that's.
But you're not striker already, and you have more skills last match. Me go up and run up like Harry Maguire, Harry Beckham, and head in a one goal. You have a big gun for me. Yes, hear me, Harry. Me do one boy here, right?
Chewy Bun official.
Move here.
Said.
Okay.
Will you warm up Sanya?
We have warm up Sanya. I mean, Sanya, they're a circus boy. I watch clown and thing.
Chewy Bun official. Said. She is sub on for you.
Shower. Backside. You wanna pull side. You wanna pull out one player from Japanese league to replace me in the American MLS, brother. Jaja. So you know me awful. Side. Radam to backside, grappler. Watch out,
Chewy Bun official. Said. And I am the Premier League.
The Premier League, I merely said there with me. Only time you can prepare if you win everybody. Let's try 2 years, man. Since Chewy want to put him on bench, I'm show coach them me have views. Redeem myself, coach. Watch, man. Man, I'm on the double class for real, you know? Redeem, I'm on the double class for real, you know? Yeah, it's that way. But don't pick key up. Ricardo, he miss the whole house shot with the 2 year. Me see what we watch, me see what I'm going to tell you top 5. When me see how it's good, we are talking about. Me see, we never miss no way. If you learn to top fire, that's what you do. Brother, you not say either YouTube because you say no top fire, not top fire. We have to go with that every time you shoot them. So what is top fire? I go there.
Like
And you say no top fire.
Sick.
Top fire, where there?
Use code DRAGONC in the item shop.
I'm see him.
The
16.
Amazon Prime.
16, right? That's a 3, 3. One launch right, that's a 2. One launch right, that's a. One launch right, that's a. 3 man over there, so. Over there, so. In behind the 3 or 3. Me have launch right, me 3 ago. Come on, striker. Man, I the match, dog. Oh, you 3 there too. The boy dead. Oh, God. You see him? Me see him in dead, boy. Oh, God. He in dead. Oh, God. Youth. Whether how you think you kill him, pump him in the head. You don't not shooting. Them man are weird, them man are not good. Boxers when shoot from behind, them man are not good. We need farming, come. In the way through there, shit! They're bunks. They're everywhere, my bunk. Bunker. What do we need help? We need help, they never bunker. One of them not good, but one of the team there. White! Me have a kill that. Oh shit, you want to look for me. Backside, man, give me brother. One whole team that's a record for me. Man, beat me. Man, at me! Backside! Man, jump on me! See that? So, what is that? That me? Chewy does not care, man. Him up for the man, man. When he heal. You mean he charge up? He use the charge? Yeah, I know. We have it. We don't get knocked. We can't without Chewy there, we do Chewy God. We can't man behind there, so look. In that bush, we are jumping him good knock Ricardo, you knock him. Are you knock him, Ricardo? We need one form. I might shock with them, you know. We are come here. Wanna hurry up, please. We are fight them and we are winning. Well, we were winning. We there? We have to move, brother. The man have 5 minutes in the drop. I'm going to organize our I'm ready far. Ready, we are right here, so we are shoot from. We have to read them, going to see them, we know where we are going. Let's try to go to him too. Do man come here right side. Ready, can you come closer, please? Come closer, brother, we are fight. Bro, we're... One shot, Ricardo, one shot. One shot, one shot, so. Good luck to it. Turse him. Ricardo, him turse. I want another team to me there. Are you not dead, Ricardo? I keep us here dead. Band-aid, we need a band-aid. The man look for me. Watch you now, kill him now. See me here, come inside, correct me. Leave. You want inside to it, we are coming back down. Ready, go, we can't go help them. Why? Good knock to you. Go help Ricardo. Ready, we go there? Ready, true, right? Let's kill all them man, because I'll play this, you know, go back for him. Yeah? Should we kill him? Should we kill him, brother? Man, river! Man, behind Ricardo! Man, be a record of shit. Come there. Knock. Man, I'm gonna try to get him out of that game, man. Show me. Yeah, get him out of that game. Get him out of that game. Brother, how much of them what? Chris, I realize. Eu não estou parecendo uma pizza, não. Mas o pilo, eu cara, quando você go, you can man the show about father. Video. Yeah, in the same way. Then there. Seen that? Shit, they see me. The man never there, so they're gonna look for me. The man shoot the go, shut up for me. Then I shoot none of me down, then they take me in there. Then two are the way they saw. Sit there. You can't see there. Crack. Me touch you one, let me touch him. When not to shoot him too. Crack. Crack. In crack. Me a come out now, we can't wait them, me a come up. Now get him exposed, look. I want for them! We can't, me dead boy, me dead. The man still in the storm, the man legit still in the storm. Why they still in the storm? Guys, I'm still alive. Chewy, stay alive, please. Chewy, I'm still alive. Oh! Chewy! Oh, Chewy! Yes, Chewy! Oh! Chewy, dead. 10 seconds. 10. Chewy, you need one heal. You need heal. Look at Chewy doing that. The executor, a zero, the executor, we don't know what's over there. We are trying to over there, Africa around. I want one of my cheat, brother. I think one of my cheaters are playing today. So. Guys, we need a win. We get 5 wins when we reach Unreal. We can just one. You know what? What? What we gonna say? 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 See that no. So we you're married now. You're married now. Oh you know. Oh you know. Oh you know. No, I might drop that. I might drop that. Yes, that's something. I mean, I already know his job. No, but I see yourself. What am I go on? But that's what we had here there for a week, you know. We won't drop for that thing for a long time. That's what we drop. Exactly. Because we are weird. So ready move. Ready we are filming and go say.
Rufan official.
Stop what you do, man. You know this thing.
Fortnite kill 3.
I kill a tree. Oh, where's the guys? Where's the? They put a house a tree. They want to shoot up the me. Right, that's what we call it. Let me go. We can sandwich them. This house. You see me. They look up come in on the roof.
PDHRFRD2. Set.
So we careful.
Why yo?
He shot me up. You ready to come over? What the boy try launch? We go up him. Show him, we go up him. Go, see me. He's ready to come home.
PDHRFRD2.
See me here.
Set.
The boy have bumps like a back. 100. See me. We can't 280. We must get him. Okay, can we go for the wall? See inside. We get him. Good kill. Okay. Guess so. And we are run so. Thank you. That's not gold, but that's blue.
PDHRFRD2.
We had a man in there. He man bounce back just to come back and see him PS. Like to say launch from. Yo what? I've clipped. Oh, thank you. What's up, bro? What's up, clipped? Yeah, cause I remember you. What's up, bro? When Roddy said BBC, where do you welcome man. No, Roddy in there. Yes, I put some brother. See man parody in there. Oh, this joke not see there, so I didn't see you right here. Everything you over there, so we took about me thinking what I said there.
PDHRFRD2.
My bad.
Set. BBC laughing emoji.
BBC laughing emoji. What do you say? I'm going to the company. Yeah, claim to customer no one. We need SMG bullets. Look at that. Got that. This house. The top house. Oh, Clip, the party's full right now, Clip. In that tree? Sure, he shot me last time. Jesus Christ. We gonna go to your Judah. Wanna go? Any help?
PDHRFRD2.
See my tree. Oh, tree, kill him. I see him do it.
Oh, okay.
Man, that's a tree, top right. Right, that's a tree, right. Tree, shot me again. Jeez. Ricardo.
PDHRFRD2.
Man, that's a tree.
Set. Later.
Tree, man, here, so. He's in here, so emo Chewy. 100. Knock him. Don't worry, we kill him. Man, Chewy that back, bro. Dead.
PDHRFRD2. Set. You wanna play later?
Yeah, we can play tomorrow, bro. You can come off after this match, bro. You can come off after this match.
EDHRF.
Knock. Me knock one. Shoot ya. Me touch with one somebody in there. Somebody else in there. So me come, me shock with one. Me there, go in there.
Okay, parent.
Say knock. Knock, get it. Go knock, to them knock, me knock to them. Where? Sure, you gotta be, brother. In there. Sure, you kill him. We need to move where it's at now. Oh, me need that, you know? But they gone too far already. There's someone here? Oh. Where? Brother, we gone the wrong way, we wanna go. Shit. We're going a different way. See the coach? Me drop 4. Me need to chop with you. Right us guys! Right us up! Right here, look! One shot it up. See him there? White! In Ghana, that's all. Right us, me chase him, right us all. Inachievable. 2. Hundred. See him here? See him in Ghana, that's all. In behind the tree here, behind the tree there. Let me search myself. Let me search myself. We need to heal, brother, but I have no heals. Me see, but we have to heal, mama, small dead. Shoot him. White, good watch way, good kill. Man, I'm about to win. Knock. Go to the kill, Chewy, me come up. Good kills, Chewy, good kills. We are fight, bro, we are fight already, we are fight. Come, this will come. 70 AM shotgun! Me see it! We can't sell them, I said. We need to leave, but that's the outcome. But I'm not let's blind there. Yes? Come! Me watch, me pretty. Why bitch? Boy, you come down now. Brother, me 0 him. Me I click that too. Boy, I get 0. Man, call him. You know no movement too? Yeah. You know no movement. Oh, look at movement. No? If I'm not saying, maybe it's steer that's one. Me have one goldfish. Brother, me not gonna listen. Brother dead. Me brother dead down below them. Me legit brother dead. That's a box side. Me score 6 goals here too in double hat-trick. Me don't know one I do them. Me brother dead, brother. Me not going down there. Man here, Chewy, in here, so. Chewy, one man here. Ready? See me right behind the Western. There, knock. 7 goals, Chewy. Like, see a goal score. I don't want it. Say thanks. Him.
Joey Bun official. Said. We.
What you said? We both score 7 goal. Oh, yeah, we go back. Me a look. Yeah, we're wait. I'm not coming to one push again. Exactly. Me watch behind me, car though. Me watch behind me. Man, I see him over there, so. No, not lie. Yeah, play this side. We can't keep Renessa still. We can't keep Renessa though. Oh no, no. I'll play this side. Backside, I shoot on the keeper. Slide. They bought up. Move! Move! What's up? Give me a poor. We don't want to use it. We don't want to use. We call it my run. My run. Go, keeper. We know. Keep moving. Same part the top of there. Good one, keeper. Bush. Look at your bush. Look out! Crack. Not made a bitch. Only 3 people still in that game to box.
Snipe it. Set. Use code DRAGONC in the item shop. Drop a free Amazon Prime sub.
Now wait till 10 seconds. Me have 4. Nobody else can see that. We can't jump over a wall. Why you not do that? Why you jump for? No. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. See that? Yes! Man, rotate for the back. See where? Over this wall? Yes. Careful. Wait, wait, wait. 2, 2, 2, 2. Ricardo? Cast over the collar. Then now, boom, boy. See that? Yeah, that bitch. Yeah, boy. What? What? What is? Yo. Chewy, no! Chewy! Come back! Chewy! Chewy, I thought that's a Canadian idol. Where's a monk? Where's a monk? See that? Behind the tree, behind the tree. Me know. You kill them, you don't know? White? Not what I want. TV, no. Team TV. You might come towards me. Me come over. Yes? Me don't see how come. One shot. Knock one. Me knock one, bro. Chewy, about purple time. Chewy. Chewy. Chewy, 27, 23 people that game. I just said we run out to that woman.
Chewy Bun Official.
Chewy, man, it's
Yes.
good.
If a player scores 8 goals, he can take a rest.
What the box side. A champion 38 at 3 we get rid of.
Chewy Bun Official. Said. Come we run up a 2v2.
Don't Chewy, we already that cut. I'm catching up, you know. Clips is in that chat. You got that chat? You see? Alright. Yeah, reach your max still. So tomorrow anyway, okay. Alright, guys.
Chewy Butt Official. Said, as the man demo left Yakogoro a headphone.
Backside!